Hello.
What's up, my friend? What's up?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm your coffee field host of the most professional voice actor, and I love working out, in case you couldn't tell. And
oh my god,
what's wrong?
Hi. Oh, nothing. I'm not gonna lie. What's fucking with me, Loki? I'm gonna show you what something real quick. I look at your stream.
Hit me.
Right.
I'm ready.
I look at your stream.
I'm so ready.
And I'm like, oh, it's weird looking at something saturated and then something like not as saturated. Does that make sense? So I look at your stream. I'm like, oh, you know, that looks fine to you right now, but to me, like, this is what I'm looking at. Look at the difference. Look at the difference between these.
Oh yeah, your VTube studio is hyper saturated. Holy crap!
Yeah, it makes my hair pop.
Oh my god, it really does.
I was like, oh,
whoa. Anyway, guys, welcome in Rikami.
Hi, we're gonna do a boyfriend ASMR tier list. Yeah, genres.
Yippee! I'm excited.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm excited.
I'm excited. We're gonna see like what people are into. Don't worry, this is a judge-free zone unless you like feet. I think I'll judge you a little bit.
Wait,
that's
what?
okay. Everything else, you know.
What is with you and bringing up feet every time?
I don't know. I just like I bully people who like that. You know what I mean?
I know, but you brought it up last time unprompted too.
It's every time I talk about a free space, like a judge-free zone.
Space,
I bring it up every time. Yeah. Every time everyone's like, "Oh, is this a safe space?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." Unless you like feet, then maybe not.
Oh my gosh, guys, there you go. Kami, #1 certified feet hater.
Yeah, I don't like feet, Chad. I'm sorry. I feel like there's other things I'm into, like oily big booties.
Oh, hold on a
oily pecs.
Oily big personality.
Yeah, glazed donuts. Glazed donuts.
I'm more of a Boston cream fan myself.
You know what? I think in the future, when you get your new stuff, you should get an oily chest with a toggle, like a glossy effect.
Let me talk to my freaking rigger and hold on. Let me hold on.
And like every time you whip your left or right, some droplets fly off.
Is that
possible?
Possibility to do like an oiled up / glossy bare chest toggle, so when I shake or bounce, there's like a droplet or two that slides off.
That's money right there. That's literally money. Oh yeah, all the donations. All the donations.
I wonder who wants that. Chat, you wouldn't want that, would you? 1's in chat if you would want that. 2's in chat if you wouldn't want that. 3's in chat if 3. Okay, look. Oh, there's some ones. Yeah, there's some.
Oiled up VTubers.
There's a 3. There's a 3. Okay, good. You know. There's more. 6 mods. Shoot that guy.
You need a 6-7 toggle. Okay. Oh my god.
So I've already talked about this. I have an artist that I'm gonna have do an emote and a sticker and a button. Because they did
an emote too.
They did art of just like one of their OCs doing 6-7 with their chest.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was just being more brain. I was thinking of just me doing 6-7. You know?
I mean, I'm sure I could get that kind of emote too. Ironically, the emotes are already done.
I love emotes. They're just so expensive if you find someone that you really like.
I love my
each emote costs money, but I love emotes. They do. I need more emotes.
I went for a significantly smaller amount of emotes than I have currently because it's you know, we're changing things around and it's a new emote artist, but I do plan on working with this emote artist for like a long time. So hopefully as we develop more Roy outfits in the future, we got some awesome new emotes, and I'll probably be asking everybody what they want to see. Yeah. I'm only lurking. I'll be stealing ASMR ideas from this stream. Okay, bye. You got it, Michaela. Wait, I actually have good news for you guys. So first of all, we need to give, before we even get into anything, yapping about what it is we're doing today and going into detail, I want to give a major shout out to my mod, Also Belmore, who single-handedly created I think it's 86 entry tier list in Tier Maker with pictures for us to do today. And after the stream is over, we're going to release the link. So if you guys want to rank your own, you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But the one stipulation is you have to quote retweet the original link.
Yeah. You gotta give credit and obviously like money. I mean views.
I mean both.
Everything. Your college funds.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. You don't need to go to college.
Your Twitch follow. That's probably really invaluable.
I'll go to college for you.
Listen, Ludwig just said Twitch follows are really valuable. So guys, if you're not already followed, be sure to smack that follow button over on Twitch. It's free. Be sure to smack that subscribe button on YouTube. Leave a thumbs up. Also free.
Oh yeah.
Unless you hate, beefy men with big personality.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but you can bounce on it crazy style, right?
I can. Ow.
He can lean. He got the whole Woo.
Oh god, I forgot my pants. Sometimes I forget that I have
that you have pants.
I have pants, yeah.
You just gotta show off the abs, right? There you go.
Damn, I'm fucking. Hey, I got zest with my posing. It's just I forget how weird the finger posing too is.
Here, let me
2 fingers.
Let me just put my. There you go. Move in front of me. There you go.
There.
I just put my.
Screenshotted.
Yep, everybody's trying to do it. Guys, welcome to the stream. Now that we've had a little bit of zestiness out of the way, today, Kami and I, like Kami said already, we are going to be reacting to your favorite ASMR boyfriend tags, putting them in a tier list as Belmore has created, and then judging you harshly based on the submissions that you made. But remember, this is all going to be from our point of view, which means it's the right point of view. So if you don't agree with us, you're clearly
what
wrong.
Are we doing today? We're not ranking them ourselves. We're going to judge other people for being into them?
No, I'm saying in general, like after we rank ours, like if they don't agree with us, we judge them harshly.
I'll reply to your Twitter post if you make a tier list, and I'll be like, you're not valid. You're not valid. Fix it.
Yeah. And the best ones will be on the list for ASMR with Kami and I. There you go. As Michaela said.
Oh, yeah. Wait, do we have our own, like, tier list? Like, our own little, like, so I can put us at S tier?
No.
Like our names are a genre?
No, unfortunately. But you are going to see that you and I do have our own little special flair in for the tier list. Well, we can't get into that yet. We have to go through our normal stream ritual. We got to give the people a little bit of time to trickle in, make sure that they have time to get settled, and that we can follow our pre-stream rituals or our early stream rituals. See, we do things a little bit yapperific here.
Oh my god. Roy!
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like ADHD right now.
What happened?
I've been looking at saturation for so long. It looks like we're in one of those sad edits that are like gray and black and white.
Oh my gosh. Why is your VTube studio saturated so much?
I just like it. It's so neon poppy. So
I don't disagree
like
with you. Listen, let me just put a filter over everything real quick.
You could press the camera. You can press the yeah.
Wait. Let me find VTube Studio. I'll put a filter.
And then you go to the camera, filter, and then visual effects. Yeah, and then color grading.
Well, no, I'm talking about. I'm gonna do it in OBS because if I do it in if I do it in VTube Studio, will it do it for the capture as well?
Both of us. Yeah, everything.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so the camera you said, or is it the settings, the camera, and then where do we go?
Visual effects. It's under quality and effects.
Quality and effects. Okay, and then visual effects, right?
Yeah, and then activate select effects and then color grading. And then you can put the saturation like 30 or something.
Color grading, select. And then is
make
it
that
effect
pop? Make that pop.
It's effect on off 30? Or is it just
Oh,
Just
no,
effect
no,
on.
you would put saturation like 30 or 40.
Where is
and then press
saturation?
OK,
Oh, there
and
it
then-
is. 30.
Yeah, and then activate. Make sure it's on.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do we pop more? What do you guys think?
Oh yeah. Wait, let me see when it pops up.
How much more
on
noticeable is
YouTube.
that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I won't be distracted. We're good now. Sorry. I kept on going this way. I was like, damn, I'm missing my color. Oh yeah. I like your hair like this too. Your hair. I'm not gonna lie. Our hair colors pop well together in a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like pink and purple going really well together.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Shout outs to purple. Got to be one of my favorite colors.
Yeah. Oh damn. I guess my favorite's now pink. A lot of things are pink.
Listen, I stay winning. You know what I mean?
A lot of things are pink.
Listen, as Tay would say, puffy pink.
Fuck is puffy pink?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck?
I'm sure Tay is listening somewhere and very excited that I said that again.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh yeah, this is the color I thought of. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of feeling it. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Make it pop. Anyways,
guys,
let's get on to the tier list.
Wait, before we get onto the tier list, we do have one very important thing.
Ooh.
So we're gonna switch to the hand cam briefly, guys.
Oh shit!
We gotta pick.
Just show his biceps.
Well, no.
Oh.
I did that earlier today on Twitter.
Oh,
I did. I took a progress pic.
There's two of me. My little bro was in there.
Don't worry about it. I just wanted to taste of the fire. I just want the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little bit of something. Guys, we gotta pick a candle before we get started. So, Kami might also have some insight in on this. If
here, I'll move out the way.
Okay, Kami, do you? Let's let you pick the candle, and then you can. You might be bribed by chat, as it were, if that is something that you are keen on doing. Let me go through all the candle flavors
I bully
we
my
have.
chat.
Oh, okay. I get bullied by my chat.
I bully mine.
Okay. You know what? Here we are. Anyway, we've got spiced vanilla apple. Coffee. Mulled cider, which is the one that we had when we did cafe night last week. Lemon pound cake.
Pound town. Talking about pound town in chat.
Goddamn right. Kitchen spice.
And everything nice. That's what I'm saying.
Goddamn right. We got sugared cinnamon apple.
Cinnamons.
We got Final Fantasy 14 Dancer, which smells like coconut and apricot. We got Pansexual Pride, which smells like ocean breeze and tulips.
Which these are ones you have not smelled, right?
I've smelled all of these.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But the color faded because we burned this a lot, as you can see. And it's green now, so I joke that it's gay pride now instead of pan pride.
Oh.
We've got Camp Crystal Lake, like Friday the 13th, but it smells like cologne.
Oh. Okay.
It's a good cologne. We've got what I call gay, which also smells like cologne.
Oh, okay.
And last but not least, we've got cranberry chutney.
Oh, what that one smell like? Cranberries?
It smells like cranberry. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what we should I want that lemon pound cake.
That lemon pound cake? Okay.
Yes.
You guys heard it. We have to assemble the Council of Candles.
Pound town. Pound town. Pound town.
So now we have to
Get me on that.
Get down on it.
Get down on it. Get down on it.
Get down on it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Is everyone ready to go to Pound Town?
I hope so. Otherwise,
some of you have never experienced it. Sorry, my apologies. Didn't mean to say that with a British accent.
Wow. Okay.
Old posh accent, more like. Sorry, my bad.
That's
But you can
crazy.
experience it at both our Patreons.
Wait, that's actually so true.
True.
And maybe a little bit of implication over
You can
at
visualize it. You can visualize it.
exclamation point VA in chat. You can hear plenty of ASMR between Kami and I where we
share.
Yes, that's the best way of saying it. And
True. Well, have you done an NSFW collab?
I have. I've done one. I was working on another one. Why, you trying to do another one?
Oh, I mean, we could work on it. I feel like people would like that one.
Michaela! Michaela!
Oh.
I had to make sure that she was paying attention, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I'm starting up a VTuber university. It's a controversial topic recently.
Wait, I actually want to talk. Wait, so first of all, before we get into that, I do want to talk about the VTuber university. Great. Look at this cool lighter I have.
Ooh.
It's like a
damn.
taser.
I'll put my pinky into it.
Don't do that. You'll get electrocuted or set on fire.
Oh, actually?
Yes.
Oh.
But here is the candle.
What does it smell like?
It smells like lemon pound cake.
True to its name.
Yeah. It's lemon and sugar and cake is like the best way to describe it. It's
I'm not gonna lie, the
refreshing.
only way VTuber University would work is if we all use the godforsaken app VR chat or a 3D space that we can all be in.
Yeah, you know, it do kind of feel like that.
Yeah,
you know,
sadly, not everyone would be able to.
I mean, it could also just be like giant seminars and like Zoom classes where people do like virtual cams.
Yeah, that's what I thought about too. I said Zoom calls when I was thinking about it. I was like, that'd be really funny.
I think the unfortunate thing, I saw Giga talking about it, where we don't need one. It's just that people aren't willing to like look at the resources that all of us have already kind of put out there and talked about.
I feel like you just gotta look at somebody and be like, okay, let me do similar things without copying them, and then there you go.
Yep.
You know, like someone will be like, I can't grow, I'm struggling, but then you never see them post on TikTok, you never see them post on Shorts, you never see them on other social media platforms, you never see them like, again, going live and being like, haha, I'm funny is not gonna do anything. What you gotta do is get in there. You gotta get up in them guts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta dig through it.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
What do you mean by that?
You gotta get up in there and get those ideas in, guys. You gotta get up in there and be a VTuber, whatever that means.
You know what? Fair.
Also, same thing. I think me and Roy talked about this. Is that VTubing doesn't mean you gotta do VTuber things.
Yeah.
VTubing is like, again, this is like it's a genre, I guess, but like you don't have to sing, you don't have to make a king cover, you don't have to make VTuber jokes. You could be yourself.
Yeah.
And you can make things that no one else does. You know, the only thing I have similar to other people is my VTuber model. But are they Rikami? Fuck no, they not.
Exactly.
I'm Rikami.
Just like I'm Roy Chiato, and I like to talk about.
Oh yeah, I like that one. I also like to talk about.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
what I'm saying.
See, this is why Kami and I gel so well together, because we like big oily chests and talking about.
I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Hey man, look.
Hey,
if anyone's ever gonna look, if you want money, and you got the assets. Sorry, I have a little squishy toy right here. Sorry, I'm stressed out.
Crazy.
You like that?
What is that sound?
It's one of those toys that are like squishy, you know, and like they're stress toys.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, if you have the assets, man, hey, do a soapy
That's insane.
little video, and you're gonna make money. Trust.
That's insane. That's wild, wacky, inflatable.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
lotion them up. You know, like that's a good video right there. You know.
That time I got oiled up at the beach.
Advice.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
If that is your cup of tea, but you do not need to do that.
If someone gives this man $100 right now, he's gonna oil up his bicep next time. See, why don't you do that? You're gonna oil up your bicep at some point.
Well, the oil up would probably just be me sweating.
But making more.
I don't even know if I have oil. What kind of oil do I use?
No one has oil. I'll be honest with you, I don't have any. Like, I think it's like baby oil or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't got none of that.
Or like something. I don't know what people use, but makes them glossy.
Yeah, I ain't got any of that. But I'll definitely keep that in mind for next time if people want to see.
Could be a donut goal.
Yeah, could be. I mean, we do have 50K subs on YouTube is going to be a workout stream, and 100K is going to be a bathtub stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the game plan. That's the game plan. But I do want to say as well, because I'm as much as Kami is correct, have fun with it. Do that cool stuff that you want to do. You don't have to do that. Kami and I like shoot the shit a lot and silly.
Yeah, do whatever you want. I'm just saying, like, if you are gonna do it, go the extra mile.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Embrace it if you're gonna do it. Have fun. Go the extra mile. But VTubing is not an inherently sexual thing. You do not need to do anything when it comes to that kind of content to succeed. However, if you do it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. So.
No, I'll be enjoying it. Sorry, my bad. I'm tweaking.
You're having too much fun, Kami. This is a place of business, okay? This is a place of business.
Just to ruin your immersion, every ASM artist in the world has to go in their microphone and they're saying all these dirty things by themselves, hunched over.
Whoa.
Maybe not hunched over. Who knows?
I say it at least leaned up to the mic.
Yeah. But imagine like knowing an ASMR artist and you walk in their room when they do it. That would be really awkward.
Well, I have a booth, so like nobody can walk in on me.
You know what would? Oh, that is true. Oh, technically they could open up the booth. No, or is it not openable from the?
It's not
outside?
openable from the outside.
Dang, no, mine's openable actually, but I have a lock. I have like locks on both ends.
Makes sense.
Actual door and then the booth door. Oh my goodness, that is funny though. I hope someone gets clipped doing that. They're just doing ASMR and then someone walks in and like they stop whispering and you just hear a whole conversation being had. That's a clip right there.
That's definitely a clip. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I don't do it while swallowing the mic, okay? I'm just the throat goat. I can just make those noises. What do you want from me?
Whoa.
I'm a professional. I can't make those noises on Twitch though. I'll get banned.
We could get away with a lot of things. We're men.
Yeah, but
you know that?
I don't wanna risk the throat goat noises for that. You know?
VTuber, go get that would be a good Twitter post. VTuber gets banned for doing throat sounds on Twitch.tv. You'd be trending for a little bit.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I can't do them unfortunately. But if you want to hear more, you know where to look. Like YouTube, because YouTube allows us to make some of those noises. Ironically,
I've cheated the system a few times when I was doing ASMR back then.
I was gonna say there's still one thumbnail that you have up on a video that I am like,
oh yeah, the big boing.
Yeah, the big boing on both sides. Well, I guess more so front loaded than back loaded. But I look at that and I'm like, Kami, how is this still here?
Peter, the horse is here.
Peter. Recami's here.
Recami's here.
Oh my goodness.
Hey man, look, the best thing about being a VTuber is you can enhance whatever you want to look like, you know? If I want to have a 12, I'll have a 12. If I want to have a D cup, I'll have a D cup. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, yeah. You do you, you be you, enjoy yourself, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Kami, are you ready to talk about these ASMR tags? And
yes, I've got my purparindo right in my hand right now.
What the heck is that?
It's a candy.
Oh, is it like pulp?
It's made with tamarindo. Tamarind.
Oh. Sounds tasty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my god, you're just on every screen that I have, apparently.
I'm kind of famous or whatever.
So I'm gonna be in this corner here. If you want to hit the other side, and then I will share the screen with you. Where is this? Okay. So I'm gonna share it with you here. So, guys, welcome to the tier list. Welcome to the welcome to the super fancy, ultra awesome tier list, where you can see that there's a ton of different pictures for you to see. I'm kidding. Okay, here are all the categories.
Oh,
we've got a lot of different categories.
What the hell?
Yeah. So they are alphabetized. So we're not going to be going in any particular order except for alphabetical. That is kind of the way that we're going to be doing it. So we got a ton of different ones. Now these were picked from both submissions and from just popular ASMR tags that we've seen from around the internet, as well as things that I've done in my own channel and Kami has done on his channel in the past. So yeah. So what's going on with the pictures? What do you mean? What's the problem?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's like 86 of them. There's a lot.
I am surprised. Some of these are from rare pulls or from like my Twitter media.
Hey, like I said, Belmore went crazy. 88. Oh, that's right. You did get new ones. Wait. Refresh. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, there's this
Why
one
is there
for
a
me.
foot one?
There's that one, and then there's. Do you wanna just gentleman's agreement that
F?
we just put an F, guys?
F.
Yeah, it's just an F. It's just an F. Yeah. F for foot.
I'm rage quit. I'm gonna rage quit.
No, you gotta stay here.
I know. I have a moral obligation to stay here. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm saying it locally.
Listen, I just want to make sure we're still on the same
Where
page.
are we starting?
So let's start with the top of A, meaning the alphabet, not tier, but we've got Academy. So I'm gonna move it up into C just so we can talk about it.
Academy is like school, uni, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like school uniforms, things of those natures. So I think it's just a school setting, uniform setting, like that kind of thing.
I'll be honest with you. I think everybody here does not like school or anything to do with school.
Okay.
I feel like maybe if you have a thing for like uniforms, but at the end of the day, like if it's gonna be, we're talking about ASMR strictly, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be through an audio. I feel like the setting usually you wouldn't want to do anything in a school or an academy. You wouldn't want to. I feel like school's like full of anxiety, depressing memories, and
Causes
regrets.
some serious triggers. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like there's plenty of better places to do it, you know?
To do what?
To do it. That's what we're gonna, that's the term we're using. So, you know, you don't get striked or anything. To do it.
To do it. To do ASMR in as a setting. That's what we're referring to.
I think because it's very based on the person, I'm gonna say C, where you play.
Ironically, I agree with you. So I am also feeling C tier, and these will get easier to see as we go on. It's just that as we start, you'll see that they are they're a little
difficult.
They're a little bit difficult to see as we start, but as we fill out the tiers more. So I agree with you. I do think ASMR in a school setting is a little bit difficult. Is like the best way, because I like some aspects of it. I think the school uniforms can be very cute. I think they can be cool. I do think there is a lot of unfortunate bad settings in schools with maybe adult related content involved. And if there's adult related implications, I think combining the two is like a big like, no, thank you. So, but there is still like, if it's two teachers, that could be cool. You know,
Two teachers, yeah.
Could be a principal and their secretary. Could be, a gym teacher and a history teacher. There could be like a lot of cool dynamics in that way. So like, it's not D or F because there are stipulations, but because you have to set so many boundaries for that setting to work, it is kind of like
boundaries and then like personal beliefs, and then as well as like what you wouldn't want to happen in a school. So there's just a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you. Cool. Right out the gate, 2 agrees in a row.
That's good.
Perfect. Next up, we've got action, which I'm just gonna put into C, so it's easy to for us to see. Yeah, action.
I'm gonna rate it. I feel like there should be like some topics to rate it from, like enjoyability, importance, and like some other genre. Because I feel like if we're talking about let's do it type of action, that's S tier, right? We need some of that if we're gonna listen to some hardcore plus ASMR. But if it's just about like fighting and like You know, like some scenes where there's like some superhero stuff going on, not superhero, but like, you know, any sort of action. I feel like a lot of people don't care as much unless you're looking for an audio drama. But for an ASMR, I think if you're gonna want to calm down or enjoy it or whisper, you don't want to hear "get down," bah, 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 bah. You know, like what action are we talking about?
So the picture that Belmore used is a picture of my head photoshopped on John McClane from Die Hard. So I believe the action setting is like, it could be something that's like in an action-based setting. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the action, but like, you know, maybe the lead up is, oh, we're in like a Die Hard like setting where there's like a bunch of bad guys around, and it's, oh, we're trying to stay silent and, you know, get stuck. I mean, that is another tag in and of itself, but you know, there could be action going on in the background. There could be, you know, a ton of other things like that.
I think like an action movie romance. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how you'd write that in without waking up somebody random. Like imagine you post an action ASMR and like it rolls up on someone's playlist and you kind of scare them awake because of the sound effects you might include. But if it's like maybe it's the situation or the scene, it might not be too bad. I think it's one of those things where it could be nice. That would be funny. Yes, it would, but this is like enjoyability is what I'm rating it on. So I also feel like this is, I'm trying to think of like an action thing that I would be into.
So
You
it
know,
could
what would
also
you
be
into?
well, Belmore is reading it as dangerous situations. And I think that means it could be like an action situation. So imagine like you're running away from like, I don't know, like a gunfight, or like there's like a superhero and a supervillain fighting in a city or something like that. And you're like, man, I gotta get away, but I can't get that far away. Otherwise I'll get like picked up, or an alien invade. Like there's so many different things that could happen. And then all of a sudden it's like you and your romantic love interest are like trying to get away. And then it's like, oh my God, you saved me. Like,
I think it's very high on like for storytelling, but for enjoyability or for the sake of your ears, I feel like it's more of a C tier. Again, it's one of those middle options, B or C, where I feel like it really depends on the writing, and it also depends on the listener. Because if you're there for your boyfriend ASMR, then the action is probably something you're not looking for. But if you're looking for boyfriend ASMR with a whole storyline, action would be really up there too. So
okay, I can understand C.
Into it, but
I can understand C here. I think I'm okay with that. Is it better or worse than Academy?
Oh man, I think there's more relatability to Academy, so I probably would keep that up there because at least some people have gone through uni, some people have seen professors, and I'm sure some of us were like, damn, that professor, pretty cool. But action's like very hard to relate, at least.
Yeah, I would probably agree. I've definitely had my fair share. I think there's like some cool scenarios that can exist, but I do think there is definitely some, you got to make it work, and because you got to set up so much stuff to make it work is definitely like a, okay, that's a lot, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, I'm with you. All right, C tier again. Next is Admirer, and that is not Yandere. Not Yandere.
Well, Yandere isn't stalker. Yandere is like love obsessed, like only likes you, willing to do things that normal people would not be willing to do. It is
not
for you.
stalker either. We have a separate tag for stalker.
Oh, admirer. What does this mean? Like maybe, a crush?
Yeah, maybe like you're crushing on someone. Like you see them at like, you know, the local coffee shop, and you're like, oh wow, like you're admiring them from afar. Okay. A little bit of a crush.
I mean, okay, I'm a I like yearning and I like crushes and stuff. I think when they like, I love slow burns where like it's kind of like this like friends to lovers type of thing.
Sure.
So if it starts off with a crush and it ends up, I like it. I think it's cute. I personally, it's more of a personal thing though. I do like crushes and then them ending up like being good. And of course, as an ASMR artist, you don't have to imagine me like Rikami doing the audio. You can think of any man in your life or make me look like whatever you want me to look like, and you could just use my voice for that imagination. Yeah. So this would be a good, I think this is A tier. I wouldn't say S tier. I do like yearning and crushing, but you can think of any man and they have a crush on you, or you're crushing on them, and it somehow ends up working out. It's a feel good genre. I think a lot of people can relate to crushing on somebody. Obviously, the worst of it is getting like rejected is scary.
Yeah, but if you literally just don't do rejection, and this is immediately everyone can relate to it, and or most people can relate to it, and then go, oh my god, I got like
it's a want.
Yeah, so
it's a big want in the in like the romance sphere is like your crush to go well or somebody to crush on you.
Yeah,
and it working out. So I think A tier is perfect. I don't think it's the best thing in the world because there are definitely better genres, but A tier is like everyone wants that eventually.
I agree with you. I'm actually I like this a lot. I think it's really cute. I think it's I think it can go a lot of different directions because it's like that could just be the lead in. Like someone confesses to you in a cafe and then like like 2 panels
and then
later
you go to their house and y'all start just
too.
going crazy.
We went
like
whoa, we went 2 different directions.
Oh yeah, I like romance too and cute stuff. Sorry, but
yeah, romance. No, wait, no, we went the same direction, just different avenues to get there. I said then you go to the alley. You said then you go to their house.
Oh yeah. That's like dark. You went an alley.
Yeah, I went to an alley.
Oh, and then they turned into a stalker later.
No, I went like and then they just started making out in the alley. Like what?
Oh, in the alley.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like more darker. Like they just. I feel like that's not romantic though. I think of dark alley when you say an alley. If someone was crushing on me and they were like, "Let's go to the alley." Oh, what?
No, it's
no,
just
we're
like,
not.
Oh my god, never mind.
Well, they're back out in the back.
Yeah, see?
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can do it in the back alley too. Whatever's your freak on.
Just saying. Listen, there's so many different options.
I do agree with you. I do agree with you, but I also don't agree that. I mean, how would you set it up? Like you going into an alley, like you guys are just walking around the city, maybe, and end up in an alley?
No. It's like you're in the cafe type thing, and then it's like, hey, why don't we get out of here? And then it's like the first spot that you find that is away from prying eyes.
It's like going to somewhere. So okay, yeah. So that matters. But when you said, like an alley, I was like,
yeah, but you jumped to horror right away. You're like, why are you murdering the person all of a sudden?
Are you gonna kidnap them?
No!
And
That's crazy. That's insane. What a listen. That's why I was like, we're going to the same destination. We just took 2 different roads to get there.
Yeah, we have different minds. See, okay, I do understand the appeal of dark romance. Like obviously, guys, don't get kidnapped in real life. Don't find your man. Don't date a stalker. Don't. But the appeal of it and them being attractive and your type and perfect is pretty high. It's pretty nice.
Yes. And that's why I'm saying this is role play. This is ASMR. It does not have to be perfect. Sometimes the intimacy and the hot factor of, oh my God, we didn't even make it home because we were so, like going crazy on each other.
I agree.
Also, hi, Desco. I hope you have fun at Off Guy.
Hi, Desco.
Don't get kidnapped. Yeah, good advice. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
A tier.
Yeah.
Very A tier. Crushes. We love crushes.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right, let's move on to boyfriend.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I feel like this is just an S tier.
Yeah.
I mean, it's boyfriend. It's your partner. You could do anything with a boyfriend. Like if, for example, if the boyfriend tier for some reason disappeared, I feel like half the entirety of scenarios would disappear in the ASMR world. This is the pillar of everything. It's your partner, it's your lover. You get to either do spicy things, cute things. Yeah, it's the pillar of ASMR, at least like for a good portion of it.
It's the building block, I think is a good way of saying it too, because you can branch off to so many different categories.
Boyfriend has so many scenarios. You could have boyfriend beats you over the head with a pen because you can heal him in League of Legends. You know what I mean? So, and if you think about that, that means that could branch to any part of the world, right? Your boyfriend becomes obsessive. Your boyfriend's your stalker.
Yeah, boyfriend stalker, boyfriend yandere, working out with your boyfriend, wholesome boyfriend, your werewolf boyfriend, vampire boyfriend, your supervillain. Like it is yes, absolutely. I'm with you.
I like that answer. S tier.
Yeah, S tier, absolutely easy. 100%.
Boyfriend proposes but then gets hit by 500 cars. I like that one.
I've never done any of those like joke role plays or joke audios. Have you?
Wait for April.
I might. Every time I've thought about it, I think April comes around and I'm always like panicked doing something else. So it's like never on my mind. I'm like,
true.
Oh,
The one time I did one was on YouTube. It was like a cute kitty boyfriend ASMR. It's very like submissive looking. Obviously I think at the time I was like, no way I could ever make an audio like that. So it was like an animation meme that I made for YouTube. And people were like, I'm so mad because I made the thumbnail really professional. I made the title professional. So there's no way for them to think that it was like a fake video.
Yeah. Oh, I saw somebody ask if I was going to be at Off Kai. I will be there as a virtual guest. I have a meet and greet through Kawa on Saturday. So,
yeah.
What about you, Kami?
I'll be walking around Off Kai most likely. If you see me, hello. I'll be there all 3 days, and then I'm chilling.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yippee! All right, let's get on to our next one, which is this is not one that I've really done anything with. This is
brainwashing.
Brainwashing.
I feel like, see, this is one of those where it's like I wouldn't put it in C tier. Obviously, I think that it's just very. Yeah, you're good. I think that it's very much in the dark genres of ASMR, which you know some people just want to like, oh my brain don't work, but you like me and stuff. Of course, some people feel icky about it. Some people. Again, this is more of a fantasy enjoyment of a thing. I think a lot of us would not want to be brainwashed in real life. I think that's a scary experience.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you.
But imagining it and it going the way you want it to makes it a lot better, if that makes sense.
The hot, obviously, fun way.
Yeah, the hot, fun way where you can imagine it going your way. Obviously, if someone brainwashes you in real life, they're probably ugly, gross, horrible human being. Should go to jail, prison. Death sentence, right?
Yeah.
So I think that I would put it in D tier actually, just because like at the end of the day, D or F, honestly. At the end of the day, like it's a huge like consent deal.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a huge consent deal, and some people are flexible with audios. You know, it's like the idea of it is attractive, but obviously, I think it's more of a. It's a genre you'd search for yourself. It's a very like niche thing, right? Like if you want to look for ASMR based on brainwashing,
yeah,
you would have to search for it yourself. I don't think it's worldwidely like enjoyed. It's a very small genre. I don't think we've explored it ourselves.
I have not. I'm definitely with you in the mindset of like it's a huge consent flag, which is like. I think a lot of the role plays that Kami and I do, like we might like push buttons and like play around with it, but there's never like for example,
I'll tell you like maybe the darkest thing that I've done. The way to do it, obviously consensually, obviously, is say like you're role playing with your partner and you mention the role play right at the beginning of the audio, right? Or something to kind of show the listener that this is a role play between you and your partner or something along those lines. Or secondly, I've done where like obviously if people are looking for the ASMR, I have it in the title and everything, and I'll be like a kidnapper, right? But the listener or the kidnappee is in love with me or like infatuated with my body, or you know, they like me a lot and they do most of like the what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So it's very niche. I don't think brainwashing is that cool. I think it's definitely in F tier personally.
I'm actually with you on that. Is it worse than foot related role play?
I wouldn't want to hear feet role play, but I mean there's a huge audience that loves feet, so I guess it's gonna be above brainwashing.
You know what's hilarious is I would rather do a foot role play than a brainwashing role play.
I just wouldn't know what I'd do with feet.
Nor do I.
Yeah, like brainwashing. It's like, yeah, I don't even know how I'd write that. I feel like I've just spent a whole bunch of time trying to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I'd rather do feet ASMR, I guess. Whatever.
Yep.
It's the peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm with you. Also, just because it wasn't specified, we are assuming that this is brainwashing and not hypnosis, because hypnosis can be like something that can be done, I think, more tastefully.
Yeah. You could be like, you do hypnosis and you're like completely like depraved and want this, you know, you want me. you want this, and it's your partner or somebody you're already with, but you're like, hey, can I like do some hypnosis on you?
Yeah.
And make it so like you are just so depraved for me or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
I think hypnosis, there's a lot more you can do. Like, oh, can I make it so every time I snap, you like get into a different position or something, right? So I think there's more tasteful ways of doing it.
Well, Michaela brings up a good point. The only way brainwashing would be pliable to a listener would be if the roles were reversed and the listener brainwashes the speaker.
That is true, but that's also like, I mean, it's still like an ick for some people. I mean, we have to pretend that it's against our will, you know?
Yeah.
In some way, unless like it was talked about beforehand, like, oh yeah, you can brainwash me. So I think that, yeah, I could see that too. Again, I think context and writing matters a lot. So some of these might be a little bit like, how would you write it? How would it go?
Context matters a lot.
For example, like people think, oh, brainwashing's ick, but like, you know, for example, we have one that's called horror. Like you might like a murderer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on to another one, and that is bratty.
Why am I just the label for this?
I don't know. Ask Belmore.
Why? What was the point? Anyways, whatever.
I don't know. Chat, how do you feel? Chat, is this accurate? 1's in chat if it's accurate. 2's in chat if it's not accurate. 3's in chat if 3.
My chat's gonna spam 1s. They're just shitheads.
2, 3, 3, 2. Oh no! Listen, they're backing you up. Oh wait, never mind. They're the ones.
There you go. See, I told you. They're literally the brats. I just fight back, literally. My chat's a bratty fan base. Whatever, man. Is this like the listeners of a bratty person, or the person who's doing the ASMR bratty, or is it like the general consensus of just brat? I think an ASMR.
I think there being a brat present in the ASMR is the idea. Like, we could be the brat, the listener could be the brat, whatever else. A partner, like if it's you and me with the listener, one of us could be the brat.
I love it. I'll be honest with you. I am putting it either at a B or an A.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say S.
The reason why I say that is because I'm trying to think of other people's opinions. Sometimes brats are very annoying.
Sure.
Like especially in real life, like it's not cute to be annoying 100% of the time, right? But maybe like a little bit of teasing within like a frame of time is fine.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and some people just don't like dealing with a brat, right? They don't want to have to tame a brat.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I can probably agree with that, but
I think that like there's a lot you can do with brat.
Yes,
that is it's a popular genre in case for those who want to be brat tamers or enablers. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a very popular genre, at least for me. I don't think as long as you're not too annoying with it in an audio or ASMR, I think it's fine. I think people will like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good A. Just it's a good balance. I don't think it's like legendary. I think it's in a lot of ASMRs. You'll find a lot of the time where the listener or the person who's doing the audio is the brat. How about you? What do you think?
Common. I'm gonna say low A, so I'm gonna put it under admirer. I feel very much the same. I would add the stipulation of it's very easy to do brat. It is hard to do brat well. And I think that's the distinction. When brat is done great, I think it can be S tier. But when brat is done badly, that's when it's like C, D tier, because it just stops being fun, you know? So, but I think we're kind of trying to take the positive median here, maybe a little bit more skewed toward they did it right. So low A feels like a fair judgment.
Yeah, and I also think bratty's a lot more common. Reason why is because there's a lot of like doms in this space. There's a lot of dominant ASMR artists. There are some submissive, but I do think it's dominantly dominant. Hey guys, there you go. But I think it's just very much more enjoyed. People love teasing, banter, and that could be, again, bratty doesn't have to be a sexual term. It could be just between friends, boyfriend, crush. It could be in any of these other genres. True. And it's like one of those what is it called? Like boyfriend's the pillar, but bratty's like one of the branches that have other branches connected to it, if that makes sense. Yep. Absolutely. And you could add bratty in a lot of scenarios, no matter where. Banter.
Bratty is a good splash tag. because it slots into a lot of places, but it's not a pillar like boyfriend is.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
in it. Yeah, I get you.
Perfect.
All right, next is kind of a specific one, which is butler.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is very different. You could do a lot of things with butler. So this is the thing. It's very niche, but like again, this is someone who's like serving you, doing as you please. You could have the butler step out of his like norm and dominate you. You can have the butler maybe crush on his quote unquote master or upper class. What would be like the name for those people? Mistress?
Yeah, master or mistress would probably be correct, I think.
Yeah, so I think that like it is a really cool genre. I mean, a lot could happen with this. There is like a dynamic to worry about, I guess, you know, like the mistress or master of like a really rich household, like taking one of their servants into a love story, which is not too bad, I think, as long as like it's written in the way of like both people understanding and like liking each other. Sure. Oh my god, I'm just like realizing this is hard. Now this is like the genre or niche genre that really now plays on tastes. I mean, how do you feel about butler?
I'm pretty like B tier. Like I think it's for the most part good. I've done one ASMR where I was a butler. I don't think I did very well with it, so I'm kind of biased in the sense of like I see the potential for it, but because I haven't experienced what I considered like doing it well, because I think I struggled with this one. I think it could be fun. I think there's a lot of areas where we've seen it work in a lot of anime and media. But I think those always kind of romanticize the relationship rather than exploring like the, oh, we can't. And butler is also, I think, a building block that you can have, because then it can be, you know, the taboo of a butler and the master or mistress. It can be the will they, won't they? It can be pining. It could be an admirer. It could be childhood friends. It could be, there's so many different things on top of it, and it definitely is like a building block. So it really just depends on how far like the story goes.
I do agree with you. I think B tier is probably the best spot. I've done an ASMR where, again, for example, I have to like dummy this down that isn't the actual Patreon audio, so I'm gonna dumb it down to like maybe something I post on YouTube.
Sure.
So basically, a lot of women are unsatisfied and upset because men are gross, not attentive, and all this other stuff. So you can now send paperwork to the government to assign yourself a boyfriend. Which, you know, you might be saying, oh shit, well, it sucks to have an assigned love. But in this audio, I'm like your type. I'm your favorite. You chose me. I know everything about you.
Chose me out of a catalog.
I studied on you, and I made it so I would start falling in love with the person I was assigned to. Right. So it's a pretty cool story. But again, writing matters a lot, right?
Yeah.
And obviously perspective. So in this story, like obviously you fall in love with the person you were assigned, and even though they are your perfect like type, the love there is genuine.
Yeah.
This sounds familiar. It does sound familiar because there's a Patreon version. I will just say the title's called Assigned Breeder, right? So, yeah.
Holy!
Yeah. So I had to dumb it down a little bit.
Whoa.
But I mean, it's like dystopian. It's really cool. I like the way, like, I didn't really write it. I did like take breaks and analyze what I said, and like low key, I can make a part 2. I've only made part 1. No, I've made part 2. I can make a part 3.
Okay.
But you know, it's very spicy, very cool, very good. I like it. But it could be seen as weird if it was a genre, right? Like you're not gonna know how it goes. Same with like Butler, or you know, like say you're in university, you're 20, 23, 24, 25. Professor's like 3 or 4 years older than you. That concept is still taboo too. Like being in love with like a professor at a university or something, right? That's a very taboo thing to explore. Depends on the writer, depends on your morals, depending on what you think is icky or what's not icky. So yeah, I think B or C will be things that are very much reliant on writing to be good, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm good with B on this one.
Yeah, B is good for butler.
Because I think it's just good. I also like that idea of like getting picked out of a catalog and it's like, oh, you picked me, I'm your personal butler now. Like that kind of like, oh, I like that.
Or like the butler does things that aren't necessarily your commands either, and he kind of does his own thing too, and you're like, I'm into it. You know, like the butler obviously wants me to, right?
Yeah.
So I can see it. I can see it. And you can insert it too. Stalker, butler, obsessive, all this other stuff. Yeah.
I was going to say, there was a whole generation gripped by one man.
Oh, Sebastian Michaelis. I don't know how to say it.
Sebastian Michaelis.
Michaelis? Michaelis. Oh, nice.
No, I'm kidding. I think it's Michaelis.
Maybe
but
right.
yes,
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Whole generation of people were gripped by the idea of having their own personal butler, kind of like tend to everything that they need. Yeah. So, yes, the demon from Black Butler. Yes, Sebastian. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is cafe themed.
Oh, this is your thing. How about you start off with your opinions?
Okay, so cafe to me is another kind of like, it's another like building block style because it's a setting rather than a theme. And because it's a setting, it makes it very easy to imagine scenarios that can take place. You meet your date at a cafe, and
you meet a celebrity.
You meet a celebrity at a cafe. You meet a stalker at a cafe. You meet your butler at the cafe on their off day.
Yeah.
Or even you're a cafe worker and run into so-and-so, or you own a cafe and you're serving a customer. Like, there's so many different scenarios.
Let me move myself a little bit. Maybe I'll move next to you so they can see.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think at times cafe can be limiting because you are setting the setting so early in a role play or ASMR. So you are limited in what's in that cafe, essentially, as what can happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot that can happen there. I think it could be very cute. I think it could be very romantic. It's
very branchy. Very branchy.
I want to visit a cafe ASMR again, where it's a lot of like your crush catches you at the cafe like at end of shift or something, and it's like empty, and then like there's a lot of innuendos like, oh, like squeeze the bottle harder. Like that's how you get the best amount of sauce to come out. Like I think there's innuendo fun to have there too, and I kind of want to try that again because I had fun with it, because it's just you just laugh afterwards. You know what I mean?
I see. I do like that. I think that again, it's one of those branchy ones where a lot of things can happen alongside that setting. I do think that I'll be honest with you though, a lot of people have never been to a cafe. People will say they have because they'll order a drink at Starbucks or any other like place, but I'm pretty sure around 80% of the people here have never been to a cafe, stayed there and drank something and sat down and listened to the music. There's a lot of people don't have cafe experience, which I feel like is not as common. But if you ever do get that experience, but cafe is pretty good. I would put it in A tier.
Yeah. Would you put it where would you put it in A tier? How good A tier are we feeling?
I mean, I don't think it's better than Crushing, because I think Crushing is like falling in love at the end of the day.
Sure.
You can't replace that, but I do think it is above Bratty.
I think it's
the
fair.
Whole setting. Yeah, I like that.
I'm down for that. Oh my god, we have so many.
We do. Don't worry, we could speed run some. Honestly,
some of them are definitely gonna be speed run. Okay. Caretaker.
In what way is this? Like, is this somebody who's like passenger princess? Like you're taking care of somebody, doing everything for them? Or is this like,
don't know. Belmore might have to add some context here. I'm assuming it's like you're a caretaker for the listener. But
grabbing the senior home. That's what I was thinking of when I heard it. In sickness? Oh, maybe. Like the sick listener, and we're taking care of you. I feel like it's we're gonna take the word literally, caretaker, in situations of like paying for your food, taking care of you when you're sick, maybe cleaning around you while talking to you, doing things that are very caretaking.
Helping you bathe.
Yeah, I think that's cute. I think that could be played into any boyfriend scenario. I don't think you'd find your stalker doing that for you. I mean, you could technically. He could be cleaning up your place while being like, "Hey, sorry, barged in.
Yeah.
Didn't know your room was that messy." But I don't think there's much of a like a. I think it's a C tier. I think it just depends on the writing.
Yeah.
It's like a one-time ASMR. You can't really make a caretaker like series. I feel like maybe it's a one-off, two-off type of thing, but it hardly depends. I don't know. Maid, we already have butler, so that would be in the maid category too.
I will say, I think caretaker is just worse butler.
Yeah.
Personally,
butlers are like people who are like indebted to you. Like you are, like they require a lot more loyalty than you think.
Yeah.
Caretakers like could be your boyfriend, could be a stranger, you know, just helping out the place, you know, like caretaker vibes.
Yeah.
If they're your caretaker, I'm thinking of old man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking of like old lady,
I'm stuck
old
in
man.
That too.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody said it in chat, I was like, shit, now it's in my head.
Yeah, I'll put in C tier. I can see it. Like I love doing a little sick, like someone's sick or stressed out and helping them out, making them food. I think that's cute, but it definitely isn't something you can do all the time. But there are audios of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I see Ally saying in a chat, sick ASMR makes you feel so cared for. I feel like a butler could do that too, though.
A butler could do that. Your boyfriend could do that. Technically, it doesn't have to be a caretaker audio. This is like I feel like it's an action, more of a like theme or setting.
Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day, like these are like it's a trait that somebody can have, being a caretaker.
Yeah.
Hard to disagree of it being a one-shot caretaker can also be comfort for disabled listeners who want something more intimate. True, it doesn't have to be a one-shot. The only reason why I disagree with that, again, as somebody who's chronically ill and eventually going to reach the point of like not being able to do much, I do think, again, there's a millions of things you can take care of, but we're talking about like I'm talking about like the majority of ASMR.
Yeah.
Right. If we're gonna talk about caretaker, it's mostly about somebody sick, someone has a fever, and whatnot. And there can be multiple of it, but I don't think it's very much high up there in the ASMR sphere. I do think it's cute though.
Yeah.
But I wonder, would people like the butler fantasy more, or would they like the caretaker fantasy more? Right.
I think butler is just the better version of it personally.
Yeah, you could have a butler taking care of
exactly.
Technically, butler and caretaker can go hand in hand, right? Like your butler doesn't have to be taking care of you during the audio, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just doing like, you know, he's listening to you, talking to you. You can have a normal conversation without him actually actively doing anything for you specifically. But if he's caretaking, that's also a theme.
Caretaker also is a dynamic thing. It can be intimate lifestyle, not just action, especially centering on giving over control. Caretaker can be something outside of illness. Oh yeah, no, we were just using that as an example.
That's an example. I'm also thinking of like, again, that's what I was saying. Are they making you into a passenger princess? Are they driving you places? Is that counted as a caretaker, or is it counted as a nice action? I feel like this is hard.
It is, but that's why we were saying I think butler just encompasses more. Like caretaker fits under butler. It in an ASMR setting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, because like if it's not illness, then it could be like basic actions you expect your boyfriend to have. Also, you have a raid.
I did, yeah. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm your coffee field host, the most professional voice actor. I love working out. In case you can tell, I'm joined tonight by Rikami.
Hello, nice meeting you guys. We're doing some boyfriend genre tier list right now. I'm trying to figure out what is the best one in our own terms. We're talking about currently caretaker. I feel like the reason why, again, it could be next to butler, honestly, for B. At the end of the day, you can have somebody do things for you, but does that mean they're your caretaker? I'm trying to, again, we're trying to figure out what this means.
What specifies caretaker is the
this
hard part.
Specifically your caretaker? Are they doing everything, or are they doing caretaker traits and doing nice things for you, like carrying you around, paying for your things, driving for you? Because would that make me a caretaker, or would that make me a good boyfriend? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would not be your caretaker. I would be your boyfriend. So it's really hard to say what this is. I do think if we're talking about doing caretaker actions, this would be like an S tier and A tier because you're doing cute things for somebody.
Yeah.
You're doing, what is the love language called when you're doing like acts of services, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But if we're talking about strictly caretaker, like they're doing everything for you and you're in a scenario where you can't do anything, but they're doing it for you, then that's different. So I feel like if it's caretaker, it's next to butler. If it's going to be like acts of service, I would love to put that at S or A tier.
I think I'm comfortable keeping it next to butler, because I think this is just such a vague term that it can mean, it can literally mean whatever the listener or the writer of the script wants it to mean.
I'm going to take it as caretaker. If there was one called acts of services, I think that would be S tier. I think somebody willing to do something for you is cute and nice.
Yeah.
And like, even if you take care of somebody once, doesn't make you their caretaker, right? Which is way different from caretaking. Like, I think they're reading it, but I'm with you. Yeah, if it was caretaking, that's different. But this is caretaker. This is someone assigned the role as a caretaker, which is near the same as butler. Does that make sense? It's not. I don't think it's a reading problem. I think it's because it's caretaker. This is a role, more than an actual genre of acts of services or caretaking, right? So I think since it's caretaker, this is somebody assigned as your caretaker. 100%.
But it's the same thing that we were saying. Very broad. I think depending on the specificity, it could go down to F. It could go up to S. I think it's just so broad. But for the most part, because it's in my mind from an ASMR standpoint, because again, we're talking about ASMR. We're not talking about real world scenario. We're talking about ASMR scenario. It is very similar to butler.
B for broad.
Yeah, B for broad. Okay, here's a fun one. Childhood friends.
S tier. That's why I'm picking those.
Childhood friends. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I love friendship to lovers.
Okay.
S tier. I love friend. Hey man, look. We all. Okay, not that everyone here can relate to having a childhood friend or friends that you fall in love with, but I do think that the best romances start off with somebody who's your friend. Somebody who has that kind of love for you that can transform into something more romantic. I feel like it's more bonding that way. Again, not saying that if you're in a relationship doesn't mean you had to be friends with that person beforehand, but I just think the story is really fucking sweet. Like, this person knows you have memories to talk about, and then all of a sudden your life changes with them because there's a whole shift of like romance, getting to know each other's romantic sides, having to be, you know, that awkward shyness of changing the norm with that person. Could be childhood friends that have been like yearning for each other for such a long time, but never really, like, spoke out about it. There's slow burns that could happen.
A lot of good categories that can come into this. This is another pillar, I think, of ASMR. I'm with you.
Like, you could go far with childhood friends. It's the same thing as boyfriend. Eventually, technically, you get with them, and technically, you could have a friendly ASMR too. You know, you could have a childhood friend that like just cares about you and you feel cared about. But it is a pillar. You can stretch it out. You could have a childhood best friend that's been a yandere stalking you the entire time. Childhood friend that turns into a whore, you know? There's a lot of things you could do. Your childhood best friend could be a mafia boss. Your childhood friend could be a spy. A childhood friend could be a time traveler.
Wait,
I don't know.
I love the idea of like it's flashback. You and your childhood friend are at like the sandbox playing together, and then flash forward like 15-20 years, you meet them again and it's like they're a mafia boss, and it's like, whoa.
So obviously I feel like you can't really experience this as a person, but I also do like the whole like you guys knew each other since you were children, right? But now that you're full grown adults, you can't really do what you used to do with them, right? And you start looking at each other like the actual gender for what you guys are, like looking at somebody like a man, looking at somebody like a woman. So like, you know, things that used to be the norm, you'd be like, oh, I can't do that with them no more. It's gonna make me like embarrassed, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in all those cases, even with what Roy just said too, it is a pillar. I think it's a whole genre that, like, I don't know, it transforms things very much.
It's another pillar of ASMR.
It's another pillar.
Yeah.
Definitely another pillar.
Yeah. I'm with it. This is one that I want to start talking about, which is comedy.
What is this? Oh
So,
my god.
This is
You have to be
comedy.
funny.
So this is a weird one because I think comedy in romantic situations and like sentences or like comedy
Or is this
in
like the ASMR where people get run over and die? You know?
That's the problem, because like I think comedy in spice and like NSFW related content can be really, really nice. But I do think if the entire role play is just comedic focused, it can be, I think it's usually just not, from personal experience, it's not what people are mostly looking for. Because I have tried a lot of comedic role plays, and unfortunately they've just not hit as well as I would have liked them to. So it's when it's incorporated as a spice, I think it does really well. Mm-hmm. When it's the main dish, I think it does very poorly.
I just don't think ASMRs are funny. So I think that it's going to be in D tier. I think if you're able to pull it off mid ASMR, it's funny. Like I've done some stupid stuff. Like I would mention some references. Like I mentioned the economy in one of my ASMRs. Yeah, that was funny. Right? Or just random like references. Like sometimes I'll reference like Love in Deep Space. And people like, oh, I know where that's from. Come on now. So I think it definitely does depend, but I don't think people are looking to laugh. But if you're funny, it's also a charming aspect of a boyfriend, but I don't think people are looking into that. I think they want to be calmed, loved, and all that other stuff. I think it's very much like on the side. It's definitely like a side thing that you can add if you're able to into the script.
And that's what I was saying. I think it does better as a spice or like as a addition rather than it being a focus, because I think it does add a lot. I think comedy adds a lot when there's tension, when there's when you just want to make someone smile. Like maybe you tell like a really dorky joke, like a dad joke. Yeah. You know, you get someone to smile and then it immediately breaks the ice and things like that. But
not saying comedy is completely bad. Again, some of these will be in lower tiers because I don't think it's the main focus, but also it's just like an addition you can have, but no one's really looking for. Again, it's like a small detail you add. It's a 1 to 2 seconds of an audio in an ASMR, right? Like something that wouldn't really matter as much. Yeah. I think F tier is just like, it's icky or really hard to work with. Yeah. Like
impossible to work with. Yeah. D is definitely like, this is really hard to work with, but it's doable. If we're talking about this just in a role play or an ASMR, I'd honestly say B or A. But it being the focus is where I would say is D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Next is comfort.
S tier.
Yeah, that's easy.
Comfort can come in so many ways. They can go from, it could be an 18 plus audios to just a boyfriend audio to any, just even like just saying nice things to somebody through a microphone. Yeah, it is such an important thing, especially for example, in real life, aftercare is really important. Because when you do something that special or intimate, you want to make sure somebody feels comforted, loved, and appreciated afterwards. So it's not like, oh, you did that for the sake of doing it and that's it. Comfort can happen when you're sick, when you're stressed. Yeah. It is one of the most popular pillars in the ASMR community.
It's another pillar.
Can come from anybody else. Yeah, it's a pillar. It's a pillar.
I think that's mostly what our S tier is right now. Is just pillars of like anytime, because we have boyfriend, childhood friends, and comfort for those of you, because you know chat's blocking it right now. But I think those are just three of the most sought after and three of the most popular like roleplay scenarios, ASMR scenarios.
Like for example, a good portion of ASMRs, if these genres disappeared, would make a huge difference in like what you would find. Like if for example, if boyfriend disappeared, there's no audios. There was like significantly like 50% of them gone, maybe more.
That's a chunk.
Same with childhood friends, same with comfort. These are like things that you can work with any scenario really. Yeah. You know, I can comfort you with a pan over your head if you want. You know, it can be comedic, right? Yeah. So I would just say like comfort's it just has a lot of branches. It's nice.
So the question is it better? I don't think it's better than boyfriend, but is it better than childhood friends?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem, boyfriend and comfort goes hand in hand because boyfriend is romance. Comfort is such an important key in a relationship and on top of other things. Yeah. So yeah, no, comfort's definitely in second place. Comfort audios are up.
I saw 2 chat messages too that I want to respond to. One was Brittany while we were still talking about comedy. Rom-com is S tier. Just comedy is lower tier, obviously.
Yeah, rom-com I think is fine. Like silly things happening in relationships.
Yeah.
All that other stuff is fine. But this is like comedy, like throwing a joke out there, throwing a funny scenario. It doesn't have to be romantic.
And then somebody else said sleep aid. I would say that can be under comfort, but we actually have a separate tag for sleep aid. So
yeah, I think sleep aid is, well, comfort can be comforting your feelings, comforting several other things. Sleep aid is specifically for sleep, for those who want to sleep to it.
Yeah. So, but because it's a pillar, it could just, you know, sleep aid could just be under comfort. So
yeah,
easy peasy. All right. Next is competitive.
What the fuck does that mean?
So how I interpret this, because I'm interpreting this in the fun way, is imagine you and I did a role play and we're fighting for the listener. We're like competing for their affection.
Actually fighting, or is this like figuratively fighting?
I think figuratively fighting.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the fantasy of 2 people fighting for your love or wanting you is pretty nice. It is something that can branch out a lot too. I mean, yeah, this is heavily depending on the listener, honestly. I don't know if I'd put it at A tier. I'm thinking B tier for myself. I don't know what you're thinking.
I was actually thinking high A tier personally.
Explain.
So when I think of some of the most popular ASMR that I've done, and some of the ones that I've enjoyed the most, they are when I have a partner to kind of play off of. And we get to have those moments of like, no, the listener's mine. No, the listener's mine.
I'm talking about like as a listener. We're trying to think as a listener standpoint. I know our audios are fun to make.
Man. Yeah, but it's our tier list. It's our tier list. So we get to say, is this butter good?
I'm thinking of it as would this be something I'd listen to, is what I'm trying to think of it as.
I guess.
Because as an ASMRist, I've also listened to ASMRs.
I guess it depends on the context, and it depends on who is fighting over me. Because like, if it's let's say it's you and person that I've never heard of before, I might be less inclined to click on it. But if it's you and someone else that I love listening to or watching, then I can get really excited and behind it.
I mean, hey man, there's 2 of you. Anybody can have this day. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, damn.
I could see. Obviously, as a creator, I think the rivalry stuff works because like you're basically both flirting.
Wait, is rivalry a separate
bouncing
one?
Off of each other?
Rivals is a
rivals.
separate one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just like fighting or competing for your love, which I feel like rivals might be in the same category. I'm guessing.
I wonder what the difference between rivals and competitive is then.
Rivals would be maybe like long-term, like I feel like maybe it's long-term, like you've been rivals for a while. Like rivals is like a bond, right? Like
Edward and Jacob.
Fight Night. Yeah, Edward and Jacob would be rivals. So it'd be like a long-term rom-com. I feel like Fight Night would be like maybe recently developed. And it's not like you're rivals, but you're both definitely compete. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Square to rectangle. I like that, Michaela.
You don't need to be rivals to be. Yeah. I agree with that.
Okay.
I will agree with you. I'll let you have this one. I definitely do think it's up to the listener to want 2 men or 2 girls or different genders.
2 non-binaries. 3 non-binaries. 4 non-binaries. You
20
bastard.
of them.
20 non-binary finies. We do love them. All right, cool. Then I'm okay with putting it bottom A to kind of go with what you were saying.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a very like unexplored territory. I feel like honestly, I feel like compared to other ASMRs, I feel like you're the only person who's actively like putting those out low key.
It's just because like when you think about it from like the listener perspective, the fantasy of having, in my case, 2 hot men, a hot man and a hot woman, a hot man and a hot non-binary fighting over you.
The fantasy of it is nice. Real life, hearts are gonna be broken.
Well, of course, but this is ASMR and roleplay. It is fantasy, we're having fun with it. So that's why I really like it, and I think the listeners have really enjoyed it too, especially when it comes to like the Bunny Bounce Club. So it's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
That's usually what the Bunny Bounce Club is now. Is just me fighting everybody else for the listener.
True.
Oh my gosh. All right. Next is courtship. I like how you picked a picture of me cosplaying a new carnival character. Like, is it just because it's like royal looking?
Sorry, I'm looking up the definition for this word.
It means like you are trying to earn the affection of the listener.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that would be.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's A.
Yeah,
I think it's A tier.
I think Bridgerton.
Because I feel like the journey onto falling in love with somebody, or the journey of them loving you, or into a relationship, is pretty cute. And that is the not the pillar, but the base for a lot of like new encountered relationships in the ASMR genre, especially if it's a new person. Obviously, like if you're already boyfriend, courtship isn't really a thing. It would just be things you do as a boyfriend, take them out, do cute things to love them. Courtship would be something before the relationships, and I think a lot of people like, for example, bully to lovers, friends to lovers, stranger to lovers. I like to imagine Bridgerton as like the primary example. If you watch Bridgerton and you see how the men are trying to get with the women in that show, that's courtship. And I really like it because I think it's very romantic. I think it's very cute. I like seeing sometimes when it doesn't work and they have to actually not be a dickhead and they have to just be a human being to get it to work. I love it. I think it's really cute. I think it's really nice. And it feels like, at least when we as the non-listener, as the person that is doing the acting in the ASMR, I think when we are the ones doing the courtship, I think it makes it feel like the listener is worth fighting for. Like they get that pride, you know? Yeah. I'm going to reply to a comment here. You can continue to court after you get together. True. The reason why I see courtship as something beforehand is because I feel like as a boyfriend, I wouldn't say it's the bare minimum, but I do think it's required. I don't know if there's a different word for courtship once you're actually in the relationship or doing things that are mandatory to keep a relationship alive, or if it's in the same genre. I think courtship, well, in my eyes, I think it's just like more from before the relationship, because obviously like you're going to expect your boyfriend to take you on dates. You're going to expect to do cute things. Meanwhile, courtship is like, oh, I'm being treated differently all of a sudden. I think there might be another word for it, but I think courtship might be before an actual relationship happens.
It's usually before the relationship happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the actions you take to start the relationship or to start dating.
Yeah, it's courtship is apparently about getting familiar, basically, with the person. So that is before the relationship. I think courtship during the relationship is just something that becomes more common.
That's just dating.
Yeah, that's just dating. You're dating them. You're doing good things.
Yeah. Where do you put it in A? Because I'm kind of feeling about here.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I might even put it above cafe.
I think
Cafe's
so too.
A good setting.
Yeah.
But courtship is such a big thing. Again, like not all ASMRs are about already having that connection with somebody. So if we're considering the entirety of audios that have strangers, celebrities, mafia boss, all this other stuff, courtship is huge into all of these.
I'm with you.
Other genres.
Okay, here's a fun one. Okay. Cops and robbers.
I'd never look for it ever.
So I think it's fun.
It is fun, but I'm talking. Let's think about like as a listener. Would you be looking for cops and robbers?
So probably
as a creator,
not.
I think it's funny to make. I think as a creator, it's fun to make. I think it's creative. You can be silly with it. But as a listener, you would never look for this.
This is one that I am one that I'm like, I enjoy this one because I have done some ASMR with it that I think is very fun. But it's always like the cops are horny, so it's like.
Oh,
so I've always enjoyed it from that capacity, and I think it's fun to play around with in that. It is definitely tricky because there's obviously the power dynamic and everything like that, and obviously there are certain opinions about people in uniform and badges, but
yeah.
I think in the fantasy aspect, I think it can be fun. I think it can be enjoyable. But I do agree, it is not something that people look for, and it is probably not
for the
something.
sake of your mental, I'm not gonna put it in F, but I will put it in D. It's in comedy, sadly. It's in comedy.
Do you think better than comedy or above comedy?
Better than comedy.
Okay.
Better than comedy.
All right. I'm with you on that one. I won't try and argue it.
It's
do
very
agree.
fun to make. Very fun to make. But I think it's if it was a race genre, like the genre never existed, the world wouldn't change.
Yeah, I unfortunately agree. And it sucks because some of like my memorable ones, like I did one with Haka. Where we were cops and we basically not kidnapped but kind of kidnapped the listener, and we're like trying to interrogate them for information. Listen, they were putting bombs around the city, so it's like or like working with people doing stuff. So it's like there's like fun times, and then there was another one I did with Colt where it's like me and the listener are interrogating Colt as the criminal. And like there's fun stuff, and there can be flirty stuff and silly stuff with it, but I do agree it is definitely not a thing for everybody. And when you think about the logistics of it, definitely is like, oh, I forgot this was fantasy for a second. I don't like this anymore. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I will try and defend it. Cyberpunk. I mean, it's
cool.
It's just
definitely cool. It is like a setting, you know. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would affect being a boyfriend. I guess it would just be like what you do, the futuristic things that you could do.
Yeah, it's just a setting.
Yeah, it is a setting. I'm just trying to think of like how enjoyable it would be to be in Cyberpunk. I think that it's very niche. I don't think I'd enjoy Cyberpunk that much. Like if I lived in the Cyberpunk era, I feel like the only thing that I think would be really cool is fucking virtual reality where I'm like Kirito, you know what I mean? That's pretty sick. But I don't know if I guess when I think romantically or friendships or comfort audios, I don't think of Cyberpunk. And I don't know how relatable it would be for Cyberpunk. It's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. A very cool setting that you can work with. But I don't think I'd ever actively search for something like that myself.
I am gonna toss up because I think this is it sounds like you want to put it in like C tier.
Yeah, C tier's there because there is dystopian and random things you can do. Also, you got to raid.
I do see that. Tommy, you know I have chat up, right? That I can see raids.
Yeah, interrupt me whenever. You can interrupt me.
I was gonna let you finish the sentence first because they gotta load in anyway and do the raid message.
Dissonance, thank you for the raid. We're doing boyfriend tier list with Roy. I'm not the one streaming right now though. So.
What up, Ghoulie Ooh Woo as well. Welcome in, both of you. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm your coffee fueled host of the most professional voice actor, and I love working out, in case you couldn't tell. I'm here with Kami in the motherfucking house.
Hi, we're doing some boyfriend genre tier list, trying to figure out what is good, what is not. And obviously this is an opinion-based thing, so if you think something on this is wrong, I mean, feel free to express it. But also,
it's true.
Yeah.
But also our opinions are correct. Anyway, I'm for the most part with you. I do see a lot of chat kind of agreeing with us. I'm torn between bottom of B and top of C, but I'm kind of feeling this.
Yeah, like, definitely better than school. Than
yeah.
Academy. I think Academy is like but like Cyberpunk, there's a lot you could do, and there's a lot of things you can just recreate. Like, oh my god, look at my coffee. It was made like by snapping my fingers. You know. So
we don't have a specific one for it. So I'm gonna mention it. You can also play it up like it's sci-fi, where it's like you have slightly more scientifically futuristic things. Like you're in space, you are, firing a laser pistol. You've got that cool stuff. You snap a finger, you get a cup of coffee. Also, shout outs to Belmore. This is Belmore. This is a picture of Belmore.
Oh, is that Belmore's OC?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I think top of C fits.
If you think anything should change after we're ranking these, you can too. Just like, maybe looking at this list, we can change some of it.
Yeah, same. Likewise to you.
Okay.
Next up is Dangerous.
Dangerous roleplay? In what ways? Dangerous as in like doing something that you shouldn't be doing in public, or using a knife during the roleplay, or having like something serious like a mafia boss. You can't really do as much as you want to because you're being watched. Danger, I guess.
I think all of those, So anything that is like, you know, my boyfriend's like a hired killer. He's an assassin. You get kidnapped by, like we end up kidnapping the listener and we hold them for ransom. We're interrogating them. Like there's a lot of different, I think, scenarios that can be really fun and hot in that sense. I had one where I was like essentially like a hired spy that like kidnapped the listener to get information out of them, and I used any tactics to get the information I wanted, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I do think that it definitely is one of those things that branch out. You can add danger to anything.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's C. I definitely like how you're hovering B at the moment.
Yeah, I'm hovering B because I think, honestly, I think I would put it over Butler because I think it's a splash tag that you can add it to like
definitely
all
a splash tag. Dangerous is like any sort of scenario. Could be something that's out of your control, in the control of the listener, and the in control of the not the listener, the ASM artist.
Yeah.
So I think no, it's a splash tag. I like it at B.
Yeah. Also, somebody was asking what a splash tag is. We're talking about in the sense of like you can add it to like a lot of things. Let's say you're doing a spy ASMR. There could be some danger splash in there. You're doing a boyfriend ASMR. There could be a dangerous scenario that happens.
It's like seasonings. You could throw some seasonings on some meat. You know, you throw some salt, you throw some pepper, and it changes a little bit.
Yeah.
It's stuff you can just throw in.
It's not usually like the main course. It is like Kami said, the seasoning. So, but it is also very versatile. So it's like, I think just saying it's one thing is just incorrect. Yeah. All right. Now the next one, this one's I think also versatile and probably also a splash tag.
Yeah.
That's
I will
dark.
say, if you were to remove all of the dark splash tagged ASMR, thered be a big difference in a lot of ASMRs being gone.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, I think that me and a lot of VTuber ASMR artists, but also me and Roy are not very into the dark genres of ASMR. There's a huge bunch of them though. Like for example, the biggest I think male ASMR artist dives into these dark topics that may be uncomfortable for some people, but they make bank. I'm talking about like they make like 20 or 40 times more than I do.
Yeah. I feel
just because
that.
they explore those topics and they're very much on Reddit. So I feel like the uncomfortable dark topics that, again, dark can be uncomfortable, can be disgusting, can be, again, it stretches out a lot. And if I were to say, me personally, I wouldn't be searching up the audios, but as a listener, there are some people who want that sort of fantasy that they can't really explore in the real world. I don't know how far I'd put this on the tier list, because I don't know if it's now like, are we gonna rate this off of like how much the ASMR community wants it, or is it off of what we want to see?
Well, remember, it's our tier list, so it's like how much we would want to see it. But we are trying to be objective. We are trying to like think about our experiences and things like that. I'm thinking about bottom C personally. The darkest.
If I was thinking strictly about the ASMR community, I put it at S tier, and the only reason why is because it definitely is just it's definitely wanted, and it's definitely like, again, it doesn't always have to be scary, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but darker for example, there's a lot of weird audios out there that are like things that are so unimaginable. For example, there's like audios of like 5 monster boys like taking turns with you and stuff, and like a whole bunch of like topics that are very much more of like, what the hell. I would put dark with what the hell is more like it, or WTF sort of thing.
That's kind of why I was thinking like C tier, for it being very, very middle. Maybe not bottom. Like I'd probably put it like there, maybe even above Cyberpunk personally. Because just to make it even more in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. Like, I think that there are some people here who like don't care for the dark stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if like we had a huge audience here who came from Reddit, they'd be like, what? Why is it C tier? There's so much of it. There's a lot of it. I promise you, if you were to remove every dark or WTF audio sort of genre out there, it would make a difference in the ASMR community.
Yeah.
100%. There's a big majority. It's not a minority, it's a majority.
The one
of audio is based off of that.
The ones that we can probably say the most is like Yandere. If Yandere just disappeared off the internet, which I would say is under dark.
Or Stalker.
Or Stalker.
Kidnapper.
Yeah. Like
all that other stuff.
That would be a massive blow to ASMR. But because dark is such a vague, like, splash tag, because there's no specificity to it, I say middle of the road C, just because, like, tell me what is dark, and I will tell you where I put it, S through F. So
yeah,
you two haven't really made dark ASMR. I made the darkest one that I made ended up kind of being Yandere, which was I purchased the listener at like an auction. Like, they were kidnapped and I purchased them. But instead of it being like, oh, you're my slave now, it was, no, like, I'm gonna take care of you from now on, like, you're gonna, like, welcome to your new life kind of thing. So it definitely has like the Yandere obsession aspect to it, but like, that's the darkest I've ever done anything. Well,
I think the darkest I've done is a picture and audio from like a year or two ago. I was like a werewolf and the listener was running and we just straight up did it.
Wait, actually, now that you say that, I did actually have a Yandere audio that I'm not happy with, because it's the first time I did Yandere and it bombed. It was I did not know how to do Yandere properly, and I think I was the reason that it bombed. And it was very much Yandere like finds you in the woods, set up like a death game for you to like walk through. It's just happy chasing like alongside you, and it's like I was not I was a killer. Like I was like trying to like chase kill them kind of thing.
That makes sense. There you go. But yeah, I think that's the darkest I've been. I think that like definitely Patreon has the darker audios for me, but I don't think I've done anything too crazy. Yeah, I haven't explored that continent yet. Not yet.
Yeah, the auction thing. I thought it was slavery for a second. No, Monster. That is I can never do that. That is just hell no. That would make me grossly uncomfortable.
Yeah, it also depends on how comfy you are with some of these topics too.
Yeah. But that is why dark is very middle of the road. You need to tell us what is dark about it before we can say it's S or F. So, but speaking of S or F, date.
S tier.
Yeah, it's so.
I mean, dating.
Dating. I'd say I put it right next to boyfriend. It's like, come on. It's also
dating
a pillar.
Does not have to be like, oh, you're on a date or you're doing dating things. It could, again, it's like the courtship, right? Yep. Or like maybe you're on the talking stages with somebody. Dating could be just any of that, really. But if we're gonna like summarize it, dating would be like maybe you're doing something together, you're doing something with somebody together. Yeah, and you're focused on more of like wanting to get more intimate with said person.
Yeah,
you're doing intimacy, cute things.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you.
Definitely a pillar.
I think that's so easy. Like that's probably our easiest one. Like just throw it in S. We're good. That's it.
Dating. Yeah.
How about a dentist?
What's a dentist?
So this is because of Thorn, who's in chat, who's one of my mods. I don't want to be talking about someone's mouth. I'm not gonna lie. Like not in this capacity.
I do think that it would be F tier. I don't see a reason. I think that if there was like maybe a spicy ASMR where like, you know, I don't know, you can make a spicy audio out of being a dentist. I think that would be something interesting. But I mean, are there like dentist sounds happening in the audio? I hate dentist sounds. It makes me so annoyed.
Yeah. I think dentist ASMR, like the sounds of being at a dentist office, would probably set off PTSD.
Even like them clacking around my teeth and fucking spraying water. Like I get overstimulated by the end of an appointment.
Yeah. And the whole reason Thorn did it is because they just had a dentist appointment, so they were making a joke. So Belmore was just getting back at them for that. So.
Oh, I see.
But
yeah, no, definitely F tier. It's not that interesting.
Yeah. But I would rather have a dentist ASMR than a foot ASMR.
True.
Yeah. All right. detective, and I can talk about this.
Go for it.
This
He scrolled up for this one.
This is no. I just wanted to show it. I'm probably leaning D tier for this, honestly.
Oh, okay. Explain it.
So when we think of ASMR, we think very much of like you want some sort of romantic intimacy. Maybe not necessarily that you're dating or you're in a relationship, but some sort of intimacy. We did do a detective ASMR roleplay before. I loved it, but it was very much like I was investigating like a serial killer, and it turned out that just spoilers, the listener was the killer, and then they kill me at the end of the ASMR.
It's a good audio drama, but it's not ASMR.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's my point. I think there is a world where we could figure out how to make that into like an ASMR, but I definitely was very much like RP. Like, this is gonna be awesome. Like, yeah, do this. I got too excited.
Where I think yours would be good is if you made hour to 2 hour long audios where there would be ASMR segments that would be ASMR like. Does that make sense? Like if there was a setup where you're trying to figure this out, but this listener is like someone that you find intimate or close, and you do these intimate things together, you talk about things, get close. It would be a really cool, not just audio drama, but ASMR to be falling in love with somebody who is the killer, like who you're trying to find.
Yep.
In the midst of having that person as your partner. That would be a sick ASMR.
Yeah.
Because there's the intimacy in there, but then it's like the biggest RP twist at the end, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that like, yeah, I like the way that would play out, but I definitely think if you're trying to make like a 30-minute audio, it's hard to just role play the entire time.
No, it's like a 10-15 minute one.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the aspect of it and like the idea of it, but I got to in my own head of, no, this is gonna do great because I really like this and I'm really enjoying it. And I definitely should have.
You gotta think of the audience you're looking for, and the huge audience in ASMR definitely listen for the sake of intimacy.
Yeah,
I do say some people will be like, for example, I have this tier on my Patreon where you get like an 8-minute audio every 2 weeks.
Whoa.
But I encourage people to make 16-minute audios because again, this is Patreon, so they can ask for very explicit stuff. And I'm like, look. If I get that you want to use the 8 minutes, but I don't think you're gonna enjoy it if somebody like, first of all, you want some setup, so it's not awkward. Unless you don't want setup, I would let them know that. But if you want setup, but also want me to give you a good time, I don't think you want me to last 2 minutes or 3 or 4 minutes while in bed. I don't. But that's the thing. That's same with this. Same with this like detective and dentist and stuff. It would take a long storyline to then make it a good story, but also get to that intimacy part alongside it if you wanted to explore into that genre.
Yeah.
But you're not going to find it. People are not looking for it. But really cool as an audio drama, to be honest. But that's it.
Yeah, and that's where I am. I think this one's the distinction between, is this ASMR or is this going to be an audio drama? And I think this works significantly better as an audio drama because even now, I still love what we did. And I love the story. It just doesn't work as well in the package that I tried to ship it in.
Yeah.
So, Doctor, I feel a little bit weird about this one, but I'm gonna let you yap about it.
I feel like it's in a C or D tier. I think considering like Love and Deep Space, there's a doctor.
Zane, yeah.
Right? And he talks. It's a personality type. I feel like doctors. Random facts, the maturity. I wouldn't say it's up there just because I don't think I ever looked for doctor ASMRs. I think I've seen more mafia boss than actual doctor audios, right? So if I'm thinking about the community, it is cool. I think there is some intimacy parts that you can do. You can date a doctor, someone who's mature, someone who can tell you facts about your body or facts about humans and their bodies or whatever they want to talk about that doctors do, which would be really cool to date somebody intelligent. But I don't think it'd be up there just because, again, not really searched for. It is like a personality you can look for. I would not say you'd try to fall in love with a doctor at his workplace. There's people dying.
I think that's fair. But there's no one dying with this raid. Welcome in RIP Rotten. I'm here with Rikami. We're doing
I've got
you got
I've got a pudding cup. Sorry for interrupting. I got a pudding cup, and we're doing boyfriend ASMR tier list.
What kind of pudding?
Vanilla.
Oh, I do like vanilla. I do like vanilla. I'm with you on the doctor part. The other part of it is, and I know we're supposed to be listening or doing this from like a listener perspective and like how we think other people would enjoy it. I also just don't feel super comfortable doing them myself because I'm not a medically trained professional. So like in the infinitesimally small chance that I give bad medical advice or I do something that is medically incorrect, I'm gonna feel so terrible or just so stupid.
I wouldn't. I call them stupid. Why are you taking medical advice from some artist?
But listen, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna do that. But that is always something that has been in the back of my head with those. Like even I did a lifeguard ASMR recently, and I had to like look up CPR to make sure like I was doing like right rhythms and timings, and like the medical checks that we were doing.
That's good. You're a good person.
So, but
yeah,
I do agree with you. I do think there are people looking for Dr. ASMR though. I do think people want.
I put it at the top of D list. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's like mid C, and the reason I'm going to say this is because remember there are shows like Grey's Anatomy, ER.
Think about the amount of shows that are in the academies. Yeah, there's a lot more.
Yeah, but think how much fucking there is in those shows that have the doctors.
Again,
that's a lot of fucking in those shows.
There's a lot in the academies as well, sadly.
God damn it! Listen, we're not talking about the H, okay?
You put it in the middle of C. I don't mind.
I'm okay with putting it right next to Academy. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like, uni party. Let's get drunk. Let's make out. In the midst of shows. But I know there's some people looking for doctors. Love and Deep Space. There's a Zane.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it is a tag that can work. I struggle with thinking of a way to make this tag work, but that's my own insecurity. And I do understand that people are looking for it purely because, I mean, think shows like ER.
I do think it's
like
nice to actually do research and know what you're talking about, though. Yeah. You don't want to look dumb. You don't want to look dumb as well.
Yeah.
What is that one? What is that one right there?
This one's dumb.
Oh, I mean, yeah, S tier. It's another pillar. Submissive would be right next to it too.
Oh, okay. Let's grab sub then.
Yeah, we could just grab it. Yeah, both of those would be pillars, just because that could go into anything as well. A dominant stalker, submissive stalker, dominant butler, dominant dark stuff, submissive dark stuff.
Sure.
Dominant doctor, submissive doctor. Dominant dangerous scenario, dominant admirer, dominant courtship. It goes into everything. Like this is literally just pillars.
Yeah. Do you like the picture though? 50 Shades of Kami.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. What the hell?
Yeah. 50 Shades of Kami. And then the sub is a meatball sub with you, me, Belmore, and my other mod Thorn on there.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think I just agree with you. I don't think it's just more pillars. It's more like taking on roles in a relationship and a romantic intimacy. There could be like the argument of like, no, specifically we're talking about BDSM and those fit in there too. But I think usually when we're talking about ASMR,
dom sub could fit in it.
Yeah.
Like non-NSFW stuff. I mean, you could be dominant in like decision making. Like for example, you're in a relationship and you're like, what do you want to eat? And they're like, I don't know. So you have to be the dominant person, take the lead on some things, right?
Yeah.
You can be dominant in different scenarios.
Yeah. So the question then is this correct that we put them after childhood friends, or do we move childhood friends down?
I do think we move childhood friends down completely. Yeah. Just because again, boyfriend will never move from that spot because again, that's more of a pillar than anything else.
Yep.
Dating, I'd put dating like next childhood friends, so you can move both those up. Yeah,
you think like
dominant
that?
Sub. Yeah, so, I mean that could work.
So we put it boyfriend, dom, comfort, sub, date, childhood friends.
Yeah, I think that works just because again, dom and sub will determine everything in an ASMR.
Yeah,
you could put. I'm looking at it as like can you put these words in other words? So dom could be put into a comfort ASMR.
Okay.
Sub can be put into a comfort ASMR.
Yeah.
In dating, there's dominance. In dating, there's submissive. In childhood friends, there's dominant. In childhood friends, there's submissive. So that's why I feel like it's more important. These are just like very again, keep this in mind. You and your friends have some sort of dominance and submissive parts to your relationship.
Yeah.
If you guys have friends, you might have somebody who takes the lead in scenarios. For example, you might not like ordering at Starbucks, but they'll order for you since you don't like talking to the cashier. Or they'll again, not saying, oh, well, that person's more dominant than you are. It's just more of like, there's like, you know, there's levels to it.
Sure.
But I think it's important. I think it's very much like you can tell, and it's something that's in every story.
Yeah, I think the tags just fit into basically every ASMR. So
yeah,
and it's definitely one of those things of like, as S gets filled up, we might have to start moving things down to A, because S is our most filled up category right now.
But there are a few there that I think that will be filling F and D tier.
Sure.
And C.
Oh, so we kind of talked about it already. Good cop, bad cop. I figure we just throw this right next to cops and robbers.
Yeah. 100%.
Dress up. Oh, that is not what I grabbed.
Positive.
How did I grab that? Dress up.
Is this like, what does dress up mean?
I think it's like wearing costumes or like cosplaying or something like that.
I'm gonna put that in D tier.
I was gonna say I'm also feeling D.
Again, you can talk about dressing and stuff, but again, that's more of a visualizer. You know, I feel like there's not much you can do ASMR wise with that, except like, hey guys, I'm wearing this, and maybe if you're the only way I could see it being a thing is maybe when you're describing it, and that's it. Because why else would you mention the outfit multiple times? I feel like maybe during a not safe for work one, you'd like mention what you're removing off, and like, you know, let me unzip this, remove the cup here.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't think it's important. I don't think it's going to be something you're going to see.
I'm 100% there with you. It is definitely more for the thumbnail or for the art for the audio itself.
Yes.
Yeah, rather than the audio. So, all right, dungeon.
I mean, I don't even look for this myself. Dungeon ASMR.
Okay.
This is what I mean by it getting filled up really quickly. I can see the appeal, but how common is it?
Gosh.
How enjoyable is it? And you technically, it's a setting. This is a setting, a dungeon.
It is a setting piece. I've actually technically done several role plays like this, but I didn't think about it classifying it as dungeon. I'm biased because the setting is not the selling point. Like, it's not, you know, so and so keeps you in a dungeon.
It's just
where it happens.
Yeah, it's where it happens. Technically, you could have an audio where you and your boyfriend find a dungeon and test it out. But yeah, it's definitely a setting. I don't think a lot of some people are looking for dungeon audios or the specifics of a dungeon. Like, if you're worried about, like, again, no one's being like, oh, I want this to be in a dungeon. There's probably someone out there who wants that, but I don't think it's very common to worry about the place of it.
So I think I'm thinking like here personally.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I will explain this because I saw people immediately going, go D, 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 D. So the justification I will make, dungeon, like Kami said, is the setting. It's not the tag that you're searching for. It just happens to be where it is. So the role play that, or the ASMR that helped my channel take off, which is a villain themed ASMR, and you can go back and check it. You can see that it is the one that really did pop off first. I kidnap the hero's sidekick, and I have them in like a dungeon as I'm like talking to them. But yeah, beg for it. So, but the point isn't that it's in a dungeon. It's that I'm a villain talking down to and degrading and teasing the listener. It just happens to be that they are chained up in a dungeon. So that's where it's like, I wanted to preface that it's like, I wouldn't search for a dungeon, but if the dungeon setting fits, it could be great, but it is not something that I would ever look for personally. So
no, I agree with you. It definitely was just like the villain part of it. I don't think people were like, and it's not a dungeon. No, it's more like, oh, there's a villain.
wait, I actually need to look this up. I don't think it's beg for it. I think it's you can beg is what it's called. Wait.
Yeah,
I forget my
the
own.
text is enticing. I mean, I'll click on a video. It was like beg for it. I'd be like, oh,
I'm gonna freaking scroll down my massive
guys,
list of
I'm bringing
ASMRs. Yeah, you can beg.
pills so I don't start pooping myself.
Pills, guys. Take your meds, take your supplements, take your vitamins. Don't forget your zinc.
I'm never using a public restroom, so I'm never gonna be using a bathroom at con ever. I'll literally like go back to my place so I can use the bathroom.
I feel that, honestly.
Hate public bathrooms.
Also feel that.
Let's see. What is this?
All right. Our next one is encouragement, which I would probably combine with another one that I think that we have, which is praise.
Praise, encouragement. Encourage, I feel like, is like you can do it. Praise would be like just any sort of like positive comment made about the person.
Yeah, maybe I'm not correct in that. Maybe positivity and encouragement would be better together.
I don't know. I mean, again, it's the same thing as caretaker, like, or caretaking. It's something that can be sprinkled in with any sort of genre and person, right? You can encourage somebody. I don't think people are specifically looking for it. You could look for comfort audios that do encourage you, but some don't encourage you. So I feel like it's again, it's a splash tag, but not. I feel like it could go anywhere, really. Like, I think praise would go higher.
I was gonna say,
praised.
If you want to talk about praise, I would grab specifically and put it A tier, because
praise would be A tier.
It is something that gets searched. I would honestly, I would probably put it like there.
The reason why I say encouragement is probably B or even lower is just because there is, again, it would be we have to make audios that could be relatable to everybody. So if I told somebody, hey, you can do it, you can finish that driver's test even though you're 25, they're not going to know, not everyone's going to like the audio. But again, it depends on what I'm encouraging, right? What are you encouraging the listener for? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it might just be the same thing. Encouragement, praise. It would be very related to, it has to be a subject on what's being encouraged. At the
praise in the spicy scenes. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I mean, praise is different in SFW scenes, but yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think I've ever encouraged somebody. I think maybe like I've been like, yeah, you can do it, you know, or SFW. Sorry, I sound like a seal for a second. Or you could be like, I know you can take it. You know, is that encouraging?
I mean,
like, you're a big girl. You can take that.
It very well could be.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So I feel like heavily dependent, not really being looked for.
Sure.
I think praise is definitely higher though. I like where you put praise.
I would probably put just for the sake of it. I would probably put positive.
Positive
with encouragement.
Who looks up positive boyfriend ASMR?
I mean, I do think that is something just like encouragement. I do think there are people that are like,
it's like praise.
Yeah, that they're having a bad day. I think they'd probably look up praise first, but I do think these are searchable things, and that's why I'd say they're B tier. Like they're good. They're on the upper half of the tier. They are searched. They're good. People definitely look them up. I just it's such a like what's being encouraged, what's positive. So. It is. It just depends. Give me more specifics, but I would say good for the most part. Yeah,
I agree.
All right, fairy.
F tier. What the hell is that?
You as a fairy?
What the hell? I've never seen fairy boy. What is fairy?
You know, like when you play League of Legends and everyone's got the fairy court skins on.
Oh, bro, put it in F. No one cares.
Yeah, I'm gonna be super real. I'd probably put it. I don't know about F, but
What do you mean? What is fairy? She was a fairy. Sorry, I have like a meme playing in my head. She was a fairy.
The Fae court could be fun. Yeah, but like that's not fairies. Those are Fae.
Very minuscule.
Yeah.
Fae is different. Fairy, I'm talking about like Tinkerbell. Look at me. I'm Tinkerbell. That's what I'm thinking of.
He kind of looks like Tinkerbell. Yeah. I don't know anything about the Court of Thorn and Roses. I'll say that much, unfortunately, Michaela.
I don't even know what that is. I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking straight up fairy, like Tinkerbell. I don't know. I don't know. Would you guys fall in love with a fairy even though they're like 5 inches tall?
If I was a fairy, I could. But like, if
a fairy could fall in love, but would you be? Would a normal human being be able to fall? Unless you're both fairies. I don't know. Cosmo and Wanda.
That's why I'm kind of thinking like D tier, like here.
Then does dentist really deserve to be an F tier then?
Yeah, because the sounds
would
are
be a person.
No, because the sounds you're gonna hear are gonna set up PTSD of like the
or
drills
you're
in your
dating
teeth.
somebody who is a dentist and they're giving you teeth advice.
Yeah, and I hate that. I don't want to talk about my teeth. That's why I'm like, I can see a world where fairy fits, but like that is we have to set up we gotta set up some stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's like a fairy that's just as tall as you are. Maybe, I don't know.
You get transformed into a fairy by the fairy, and then it goes from there. This feels like it would be a role play or like a long based scenario. Like recreate Fern Gully. You know what I mean?
Who put fairy into here? I've never heard of a fairy ASMR ever.
Listen,
wait,
some of them.
Let me switch it up.
Sure.
If there's not a single video, we're putting it in F tier.
If there's not a single video,
if there's not a single fairy ASMR,
I like to.
ASMR. What is that? I mean,
I found some.
There's one, literally one. Yeah, there's one. Oh, two.
I'm gonna say I found something like gentle fairy comforts you.
Oh,
3. You can combine it with comfort.
Oh, it doesn't count though. It's by the same channel over and over again.
Doesn't matter. They did it. Listen, I think it deserves to be there. I don't think it's gonna get searched. I think people would look for comfort before they would look for the fairy aspect.
Court. I'm thinking about fairy though. I'm not thinking about Fae court. What is Fae court?
Fae court I consider more what's it called? Fantasy. Fairy are Fae, but Fae aren't fairy. That's the difference. There's other things that are Fae so it's like I think that's unfair. I would say fantasy for everything else.
I see.
Still counts though. Not for fairy, it doesn't.
Yeah, not for fairy.
Fairy is specifically fairy.
Yeah, if it was Fae court or something, or spelled the way FAERIE, then maybe. But I'm thinking about Tinkerbell. Look, it's a Tinkerbell in the photo. That's me.
Yeah, that's true. And people don't make that distinction. Yeah, but I don't think people are looking up Fae ASMR either.
Let me actually search it up. Fae ASMR.
Okay, I did actually find some. Damn, that one popped off. Holy shit, that one's got like 1 million views.
Yeah, but this is all Fae, not fairy.
No, the one that I found is Fae creature inspects you for adoption. ASMR fantasy roleplay and personal attention for sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Fae ASMR inspects you for adoption. Oh, fuck.
Fae ASMR
guys, I'm new to this. I'm sorry I'm laughing.
Fae ASMR is very popular case of...
Oh my god, is there an ASMR about being adopted? Oh my god.
Okay.
I didn't know this existed. ASMR has its genres.
But my distinction is this says fairy, and the next one we have says fantasy. And Fae is not...
S-tier.
Yeah, like Fae is fantasy. Fairy is Fae, but Fae isn't fairy. Fae is such a broader term, and Fae falls under fantasy. Fae I wouldn't say falls under fairy. Fairy is fairy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't just pull them together when they mean different things, I feel like.
It feels like a square and rectangle situation. That's why I'm being so like specific and saying that about. But like if it said Fae court, listen, I'd put Fae up higher. But this is just fairy. So
yeah. We don't have to explain fantasy. I think fantasy is just like, again, another pillar.
It's just a pillar.
ASMR is meant for you to fantasize. It's literally like in the roleplay vocabulary definition. So,
but fairy is still fantasy. Yes. Okay. A square or a rectangle is a square, but a square is not a rectangle. That's what I'm saying. So it's like fantasy can have fairies, but it can also have a bajillion other things.
1 second.
You know what I mean? I thought it would be both what you look for, not what's popular. It's a combination because I would never look for
as somebody who just did a small Google search, they're not the same thing. We won the argument. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to make that. I'm trying to make that distinction.
There are some people who use the term or both terms together, but when people are talking about fairies, they think of Tinkerbell. But when they think of fae, they're fully sized human beings with some fairy aspects. Again, fairy aspects, which means human size with some fairy aspects. But if they were just a fairy without the human size, they would just be a fairy with fairy aspects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Easy.
Yeah. But yes, fairy or fantasy is the giant overarching, which can encompass so many different things.
If you want to be happy, we can have the mod add fae courtship to it, or just fae. We'll be fine.
I would probably put fae in like B tier. I think fae is really cool. I think it is very specific. I don't know if I would ever search it up myself, but yeah. If you guys want to hear that distinction.
I've never seen fae, I'll be honest with you, so I didn't even know what fae was.
I think of D&D a lot, so
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it seems like a D&D creature or race.
I mean, it is. There's the Feywilds, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let's move on from this. I don't think we needed to specify this much. Like, yeah. Everyone's like pulling hairs for no reason.
Yeah. Also, we're basing it off of like ASMR enjoyability, what people search for. This is like an ASMR tier list. Like these are the things you'd look for into ASMR. Yeah. While also adding our own opinions if we need to.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes, we said fantasy S tier because that's just easy. I'd say probably bottom of S. I think it's such a broad topic, but it fits like everything. Just like Porcelain Maid fits all of their blockheads with the YouTube raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in, blockheads. I'm joined by Rikami.
Hello.
Guys, we're ranking ASMR boyfriend tier tag list Tigger. T-I-double-G-R. Anyway.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even realize you were getting rated. It's on YouTube. I was like, huh?
It happens.
Where is this at, man?
It does happen. Thank you so much, though. But we just put fantasy in S tier. So. Next is fighting.
Oh, I love beating my lover. S tier. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Fighting in what? As in what? Are we fighting the listener?
So the one that Belmore pulled the picture from here is quite literally I'm like sparring with the listener. And like as we're sparring, we're kind of like letting out emotions and like talking about things. So it's like talk F for tier. A few moments. What?
Who's looking for fighting ASMR? Are you doing the Naruto Sasuke thing where they fight and they feel each other's emotions through the sparring?
I mean, yeah, like that is the idea. Like you share the...
I mean, I love how beautiful that is. Don't get me wrong, that's very beautiful. But I'm just trying to think, is this something I'd look for? Is this something that the community would look for? I don't know. And plus, like, a lot of people don't know how to fight as well. So I'm thinking of relatability. I'm not saying it's a bad idea completely, but I don't... Again, I'm thinking of the perspective of I'm an ASMR artist. What should I make? And I don't think fighting would be the first thing. I don't know. Chat, how do you feel about that too? And also explain yourself. I know you want to defend it.
I think F is crazy because I don't think it's that out there. I think there are scenarios where it's like you kind of want to like, you want to do a little bap bap, with the person that you're interested in sometimes. I do understand it's probably not something that they would search for probably, but I do think it adds as a nice splash in there sometimes. Because you can also look at it like maybe you're sparring
like a
and doing
splash, like you just randomly start fighting. I'm thinking of like sparring
So,
physically, right?
Yeah, because so splash in the sense of like, oh, it's maybe like you guys both went to the same gym and you're training together. Maybe you went to, you know, a competition and you spar this person and then you fall in love because of it. Like, there's a lot of scenarios that I think it works as a splash, not necessarily the thing that you're looking for. I think it can work in C tier, but I would probably put it in the same realm of action.
I'll put it in low C. I'll give it to you. I just like, I never would have thought about like a fighting ASMR ever. Like, I'm thinking of off my experiences. For example, I've never seen a fair ASMR in my life. Cops and robbers, never in my life. Fighting, never in my life.
Guys, I had to defend so much shit. I've had to back you guys up so much.
You did. I just like, I can't imagine being like, I want to fall in love through sparring at a judo match, you know? Like, I've never really thought about it that way. But that's just, again, it's off of like my needs and wants. I don't think I'm more into the more boyfriend, intimate, like dates, cute things that are possible.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Right. Flirty. It's just S.
Oh yeah, S tier. S tier is up there, baby. Flirty.
Just put it up there with comfort, I think. Which do you think more? Actually, do you think you put it right next to boyfriend?
So my way of thinking of like all of this is what is the most important, and I low-key think dom and sub are above boyfriend, just because of the fact that these.
Whoa, really?
These go into, or right next to boyfriend is my thing. So both dom and sub would be next to it, just because of like how important they are in roles.
Okay.
Technically, you don't have to make the ASMR about flirting, right? But a lot of boyfriend audios do include flirting. Same with like strangers to lovers, childhood to friends. So I think that would be up there. Comfort is very sought out for. It's its own genre. But again, I think boyfriend is up there. You can be a dominant person and comfort somebody in a dominant way. Same with submissive.
Wait, so I have an idea. How about that?
Yeah, that works. I think that works because crushing, flirting, praise, yeah, that would go in the same category. I think that's good. We're
talking about putting flirty in. Oh, my tracking died. We're talking about putting in flirty in A tier, next to above admirer, so top of A tier specifically.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm thinking fantasy would be above childhood friends.
I'm down for that
because of the amount.
Yeah, I like a good fantasy setting.
Genre. Fantasy also does not include it's magic and things that aren't in real life. Fantasy is also just like things that aren't happening, which is roleplay, right? Like this is a boyfriend audio. That itself is a fantasy.
Yeah, I do think in this case it does mean a fantasy setting though.
You think so?
I think so. I think this specifically is a fantasy setting because we have so many other tags for like other things like monster or, you know, werewolf or things like that. But I do think fantasy is a very often looked for tag.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
That works.
So right now S tier is boyfriend, dom, sub, comfort, date, fantasy, childhood friends, and we moved flirty to the top of A above admirer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Next is Jim.
F tier, king. I think Jim's cool. I think that it is a setting more than anything. Obviously, I think you're more wanting to listen to the ASMR artist work out or make sounds.
Yeah.
I don't think it's above Bratty because Bratty is a whole personality type. But setting is also, I'd like where you're putting it next to Cafe, but move Bratty up because it's a whole personality type that I think people play into.
What about that?
Gym and Cafe, yeah, I mean that could work. Yeah. But I feel like Cafe and Gym are in the same spot just because there are so many things you can do with that.
You think just that? Then put them side by side.
Yeah, that works.
I'm definitely in the mindset of Gym is a really good one, and I do say I'm definitely biased in this. Yeah, I was gonna say people are like, I like your gym ASMRs.
You're definitely a gym ASMR person.
I like gym ASMR a lot. I think people do look up this kind of thing because people in today's day and age do like hearing those gasps and efforts and workout noises and things like that. Maybe not necessarily.
If we're talking about specifics, I'm saying this is a setting more than anything than talking about like gasps and like breathing. Technically, breathing could be a genre in this tier list if there is one.
Is workout
I don't think
separate? So. Workout is separate. You're breathing, right. Workout is separate. Okay.
So as a setting, I think that's deserved.
Honestly, if it's just setting, I would probably actually put it down to B.
I mean, yeah, all you can do is work out now at a gym. There's not much changing it.
I mean, not necessarily, but it's like.
I mean, what else would you do at a gym if you're not working out?
So if you get spicy with it, it could be in a gym locker room.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, if you're doing spicy stuff, but
it could be a gym spa, like gym changing room. Like, there are other things, but workout is like the biggest one. You could be training somebody else, but that's still workout. I'm a little torn. I feel like that works the best, and then we would take workout in the same way and put that next to cafe instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
But exactly like we said, gym is good like cafe, but I think gym is more limiting. And I think people are probably looking up workout ASMR.
Do people things that, when I look at workout, I think of like the actions of working out, or are we only talking about when we're gasping and breathing? Because I feel like then that turns into a different genre.
I think
working out itself. You think it's both? I think both. That I'd rather hear the sounds rather than know like, oh, they're picking things up, right? I think the moans and the grunts and stuff are like what's most important when it comes to the workout ASMRs, because obviously it's a little sus, it's a little like on the edge of things.
Yeah, but I think that's the point.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, you could do the same things by doing something else. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very like sus orientated. Like, for example, let's like separate the two categories. Say you were working out and the person barely makes any noise. Are you interested in the ASMR still? Maybe they're not making noise at all. They're just like having a normal conversation and being able to not sound out of breath. Would you still like the audio? No, but I think that's a problem with the audio itself. I think workout audio needs something like that to kind of set the scene. Like, I think that's a bad audio. What's needed, then would that not be counted as breathing, whimpers, moans? But audible gasps. I don't think we count those as topics though, because like, yeah, people are gonna look those up, but those aren't themes. That's not like a tag, or I guess it is a tag. It's not a theme or a setting. It is something that happens within the role play. You know what I mean? True. Oh man, I'll say you're right. I just think that like, I'm thinking the creator mindset where if I'm doing a workout ASMR, the reason why I'm doing it is just so I could get those gasps out and people will like that. Well, and the reason why I'm going towards that workout ASMR is not because I like care about what routine they have or what muscles they have. I'm more worried about if they sound good while they're whimpering or making those gasps. Sure. That's on my creator mindset, but I would not be looking for a workout ASMR myself, technically. I'd look for something way spicier, if that makes sense. I think that's fair too. I also like to think of workout of, you don't necessarily have to be the one working out. You could be a personal trainer for somebody else and in walking them through working out, and then it can get more intimate and handsy and feelsy and be a little bit more on the spicy side. So yes, the gasping and the sus sounding stuff can absolutely fit in there, and I think it is part of it, but I think workout is flexible more so in that sense. That's why I say it over gym specifically. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Himbo. It's just me. Himbo. It's just me. Himbo is a huge personality type. I mean, again, it's one of those like, oh man, I wouldn't say it's S tier. I think that these are, I don't think it's S tier personality types. I think you can put that into anything. Obviously, I don't think it's a pillar, but I do think it's one of either bottom of A tier or just B tier. It's something that you would add to the character as a personality, but I don't think you search up Himbo most of the time. I don't think Himbo's more of a tier, like it's a tag more than a title.
I have unfortunately learned that. I do think most people are not looking up himbo when it comes to ASMR, as I have experimented with my own stuff. I like it being a personality thing, but it is not something. It is something that I just do rather than being like, this character has to be a himbo. Yeah. It's not the focus. It just is there. I do think it and Jim kind of are like roughly the same is probably what I would say.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That works out.
Yeah. Forgot what himbo means. Kind.
It's
stupid.
A hot man who is dumb or very less intelligent.
More than that. You have to be, there are 3 pillars of being a himbo.
Himbo.
You have to be kind, you have to be beefy, and you have to be relatively stupid or naive. So think Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, Bolin from Legend of Korra. Those are like perfect examples.
There you go. I have the Urban Dictionary. A dumb or naive man who, despite looking like an asshole Chad, so buff, that looks like somebody who's at a gym, is actually sweet, respectful, and kind. Typically large, beefy, and relatively handsome, but friendly, gentle giants. If you will, perhaps the best example of himbo is Kronk. Yeah. Emperor's New Groove. He is large, strong, and stupid. Yep. But extremely kind and respectful to everyone. He's also incredibly innocent and unaware of many events happening around him, as most himbos are.
You need all 3 to be a himbo, though. If you only have 2, then you're a different title.
True.
Yeah. I did a whole stream about what's a himbo and ranking himbos. So.
There you go.
All right. Next is horror.
See, it's a genre. See, this is where it's rough, because what type of horrors are we talking about? Yandere could be a horror, a kidnapper could be a horror, a stalker could be a horror. Dark is also horror. I mean, it's next to dark, low key. It's a genre.
That it just depends.
Has a lot.
Yeah, it depends on what the horror
also
is.
Horror.
Yeah, it's a very vague tag that could encompass a lot of things. I do agree with that. Yeah. I'm with you in that. That's it.
That works.
Yeah. Idol.
Oh, I've done a few of these before, but that's just because I'm so influenced by Oshinoko. Oh my god.
I kind of am feeling this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I think that works. It's just another, like, I don't think it's that searched up for, but there are a lot of ASMRs about it. Like, it's more than fairy. There's definitely a lot more idol ASMRs than fairy, than detective.
Man, you are shitting on fairy.
I'm sorry. Fairy is just so weird to me. I think of Tinkerbell.
All right. Fair enough.
It's so real. I no, okay. Not saying, I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum, okay? I'm just saying fairy is so abnormal to me because I've never seen it. No one's ever talked to me about it. No one's ever mentioned. I've heard of fae because somebody commissioned me, and I am struggling with fae stuff because I have to learn about it. But fairy is like completely, like, again, I think of Tinkerbell. I think of like the fairy that goes, hey to Link over and over again.
Oh, Nami, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I just think of a little small person that you're trying to be intimate with or be friends with or whatever type of ASMR, getting adopted by a fairy, I guess. So for me, I'm just like, I just haven't seen that tier. I've never seen that genre before. I've never seen fairy.
Yeah,
that's it. Not saying it's bad. I'm just like, never experienced it, and I never searched for it, never yearned for it.
Yeah,
never wanted it.
When's the fairy ASMR? Yeah, let me channel my inner knowledge.
Yeah, you should do a fairy ASMR. Hey! I'd love to see you do a fairy one.
Listen, no, I'd rather do fae. I think.
Listen, love me.
No, I think a fae court one could be cool. Because it's just, I think that's a cooler setting than just being.
Yeah, I think fae court is so much better, but fairy is completely different. But fae I can understand because there's like they're full-size human being. I think there's like rules to their love and loyalty and like their love cultures, I believe, correct? So fae is so much more interesting. I think their romance and love ideas are very like romantic.
Yeah.
And very like loyalty based.
I would probably never do a fairy based ASMR just because I don't feel it myself. Fae in a fantasy setting I think could be cool, but I also feel like I would probably play it up very much, almost like in a horror yandere sense.
Yeah.
Trying to get that person's name. You know what I'm saying? Give me that name.
There you go. Yeah, it's the name thing. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was struggling with that recently. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Incubus, succubus.
Even though I know you want to put it higher, I think it's in the same. It's either C, D. It's either C or D for me. The reason why is I think it's hot. I think it's attractive, but I'm trying to think of like how many audios that don't have demons or succubus in it, and there's a lot of them too. I wouldn't say it's S tier. Like if we're talking about like, you know, kinks and like what we're into, incubus and succubus, definitely S tier. But we're talking about audio community, right? The ASMR community itself. It is a high topic. I just like, you know, there's butler at B, but there's detective at D, there's idol at C, there's doctor at C, and this is a whole again, this is like based on taste again. So I wouldn't say it's high. Again, I'm saying for me, I'm into it heavily. Okay, don't get me wrong. If I had to die, it would be to a succubus. All right, as long as it was hot, obviously.
Yeah.
But again, this is very much based off of what other people like in the entirety of the community, not just what our community is.
But remember, it's also our opinions. I think Incubus and Succubus is great, and I would at minimum put it B tier.
High B tier probably. Yeah, high B tier just because I don't think idols is important. I think demons, Incubus, Succubus. I'm guessing we're gonna add demons to it. Okay, if we're saying just Incubus, Succubus strictly, that's different from all the demon ASMRs you guys have heard. But if we're doing Incubus, Succubus, and any sort of demonic monster, sure, high tier, because I think a lot of those are more important than idol and butler. I think I've made quite a few demons. I made one Incubus and then several demon audios.
The question is, do you enjoy it? Do you think that it's something that you would look up?
I think a lot of people would look it up. I'm trying to think of like
you would look it up.
I think there's two sides to me, Roy. There's a romance version of me and a sus version of me.
So, but that's the thing though, because it's our tier list and it's not necessarily populated. There were a couple things that we were like, this term doesn't like make sense. Like I would never search for this, but this is something that both you and I admitted we like this and we would search for it.
But I'm trying to think of the last. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't search it up as often. I think that sexually driven, I would probably search it up once or twice. But it's not something that like entices me or makes an audio better. Sometimes I just I think it's in my top 10 searches for something for sure sexually, but I don't think it's up there. Like I think sexually I would search for other things, but again, not saying it's bad. Opinion wise, I like it. I would listen to it. If you gave me a succubus audio, I'd be like, oh, I'm very interested in incubus as well, because you know it's gonna be spicy.
Why don't we do that?
I'll put it in A tier for the rest of everybody else. I'm just like very like, I don't know. I've listened to audios for a long time, so I'm trying to think of like all the moments I've ever searched up for succubus. And it's like I don't think I have. I think I've come across them on accident because of other tags, but I definitely didn't search up succubus myself.
Yeah.
Though maybe I might tonight. You know.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at A tier for now. That's fine.
Also, Ed Stevens asked earlier in a super chat, said, should we add genre to the tier list? No, but it is something that we can talk about in an over-encompassing theme. But in this case, just with Incubus, Succubus, I think it's important to remember that a lot of these things are whether we like them or not. And sometimes we are like agreeing, like, do I like this? It can be fun, but when the other person isn't like a fan of it.
I agree with this tier list so far. Like these, I think that our a lot of the B's and C's are me and him being very like complicated around these topics,
headbutting on it,
which is like, oh, heavily depends. You know, that's the words we use for B and C's.
Yeah.
D is like, you know, I wouldn't really search for it. It's cool to make, but I'm not gonna go listen to a Cops and Robbers. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna listen to a comedy ASMR. I'm not gonna go listen to a dress up one.
D is
or detective
definitely
one.
the tier list of I've done this and it didn't do super well, and I'm sad that it didn't do super
I
well,
know, I'm
or
so
I did this and
sorry.
I loved it, but it's hard for me to justify keeping doing it.
Trust me, I feel the same way about some of my posts. Sometimes I'm like, this video is so fun, I love it. I'm like, why does YouTube not love it?
Yeah, I've had those before too, and that unfortunately does take some of the fun out of doing them again. And then I also remember, would I look this up? No, I would not. So
I like everything in A tier and S tier, low key. Things that I would most likely search up. B, C is our complications. D and F are like very not likely at all.
I got you. All right, lovers.
I mean, this S and A tier is gonna get full because we like a lot of things.
We do.
I would put it A. I mean, I don't want to put too many things at S tier because obviously love is. It's weird. What does lovers mean? You know, is that not your boyfriend?
I think it doesn't necessarily mean you're a boyfriend, because lovers technically only just means that you are, I guess, in love or romantically involved with each other. But definitely in an ASMR sense, I would assume it means established relationship. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm putting an A tier, but I think most of the time in these comfort dating, childhood friends, boyfriends, you're acting like lovers or doing things that lovers do.
Yeah. Also,
So,
yes. Yoda. Yoda asking, why is detective at D? Meanwhile, I was a detective in District V. Detective fits in D because I think it works significantly better in a audio role play or audio drama sense rather than an ASMR. So
we're basing off of, would we search up these audios for ourselves to enjoy, and I would not look for a detective ASMR.
I probably wouldn't either. I would look for an audio drama about it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
if I wanted something like really interesting, I think detective would be up there, but I'm looking for a little love story myself, not really detective.
So lovers for me, I do enjoy. I actually have kind of a spicy take on it, and I would put it here instead. One of my favorite things about ASMRs and audio role plays is that they're coming together either for the first time, or maybe they were apart and they're coming back together. When they're pre-established lovers, it sounds so weird to say, sometimes it's boring because it's like, oh yeah, well, they've been together forever, and like that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, cool, like they're together, I like that, I enjoy that, but it's missing something. It's missing a little. It's missing a little something.
I feel like the buildup is really nice just for the sake of roleplay. Again, these are things we're taking account of like, would we go and try to listen to these on our spare time? I'm talking about like genuinely, not because you're thinking about detectives, but like something you do on the daily basis.
Yeah.
And on a daily basis, I would never search for a detective that much. If it was an occasion, it would be once, and that's it. But again, like I'm there for intimacy. I like the romance part of it, the sexual parts of it, the attractiveness to it. Lovers, I do like the build up for sure. I also do think though that if you're in an established relationship, you can still feel new to the relationship since listeners, just start listening to you.
Wait, do we have
so technically this could be a different relationship every time?
No, we don't.
And technically that is the case. I mean, you go into the ASMR where you're established and you're, the person's a whole different person.
I'm okay with going A on this. I just wanted to give my spicy take of.
You're good. I think it's low A. Low A. I think that like.
Do we think over Incubus, over competitive, under?
Oh, over competitive.
Over competitive. I was gonna say I've actually kind of wanted to do that.
That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I think competitive is nice, but it's definitely not something you look for. Like sometimes there's audios where there's there's two of them that just love you. They don't even like care about fighting about you, which is sometimes better for some people. So I think I agree.
That's some tag teaming right there. I wish there was like a double teaming or a tag teaming tag. I would have liked that. Oh, okay. I think this is worth talking about now because we were just talking about lovers. Sweethearts.
Oh, it feels like a similar thing. I feel like it's just like maybe different levels of love, like how cutesy it gets. I don't know. Sweethearts, lovers.
Lovers could mean that they're just in a sensual relationship. I think sweethearts is like they are romantically in love with each other.
Like oogly boogly feelings.
Yeah.
Like idling each other.
I feel like I would put it with courtship. Honestly, I'm kind of like this right now.
That's fine. Yeah, courtship, sweethearts, lovers. It's a big part of what happens in a normal relationship. So boyfriend/girlfriend audios. It's there.
Yeah.
It's splashed in.
I think it just makes more sense that we kind of like bundle them together because like it's just different aspects of different types of relationships, not necessarily romantic relationships, not necessarily sexual relationships,
different experiences.
Exactly. And I think they all have something different to offer, and I'm never mad if they're there. I don't think I look up any of them necessarily. Courtship might be one because I just like Bridgerton.
Sometimes you run into these audios without the tags being there, so these are definitely splashed in there that work good.
Yeah,
like flirty's up there because if they splash in flirty, I like it. If they splash in some crushing, which is admirer, that works. If they splash in praise, that's good. Courtship, sweetheart, lovers, those sort of experiences being splashed in would also work, and I would like that. So I think that's a good place to put it.
D Fair was saying, I think that sweethearts is kind of the beginning stages of being lovers. And I think that's totally fine too. That's why I was kind of like, I wanted to put it next to courtship and with lovers as well. Cause like we said, it's all kind of under that umbrella and we enjoy the aspects of it.
Sweethearts meaning. See, you guys are giving me like English lessons.
Guys are getting us with a gotcha. You didn't know what this word meant.
A pair of lovers in relation to the other.
Yeah.
Sweethearts either of a pair of lovers in relation to the other. So it's like, lovers, sweethearts. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mafia.
This made a huge reign into the ASMR community. Like this was a huge genre that dropped. I don't think it's a pillar. I don't want to say it's a pillar. It's definitely like one of those options like idol and stuff. But I mean, if you look up Mafia ASMR, it was everywhere. My opinion, I don't really care about Mafia Boss. I don't want my girlfriend to be involved in whatever the fuck that is. I'm good.
I really like it because I like the setting so much.
Yeah,
I like this. It's so fun because there's just so many different things you can do with it, and settings and timepieces. You can use it as power. You can use it as
we could put it above if you really want high A. Like we could
high A,
make it like between admire and flirty even if you want.
I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I do think there's a lot. I think the roleplay aspect is really nice. There's a lot of storyline you can put into it while also having the intimacy, because the Mafia Boss is like, he or she is everything, and you're his like soft spot or whatever. Really, whatever you want to write into it.
There's so many. There's so many anime like that too. Yeah. Like there's so many stories that I would go out of my way to see a story that plays out like that. There's games I've played like that. Look at Yakuza. Like
there you go.
Yeah, it's I really like it. I think it's incredibly good broad tag that works really well for a fantasy setting, like make believe setting for ASMR.
Yeah,
so
that works.
Yeah. Masquerade.
Is this the mystery of audios, or is this just like you're actually at a masquerade?
I think it could be both, but like I think more so it is you are at like a masquerade party, so you don't necessarily know who it is that you are dealing with.
I mean, that could be really cool. I would put it around C tier though. I think masquerade is a cool idea. I don't know if it's searched for as much. Like horror as a whole. Again, if we're putting dark and horror at C tier because of the amount of like, again,
the vagueness of it.
There's a lot of vagueness to it, and there's so much good about it that can happen too. Masquerade, there's some good things that can happen too. Bad parts of it too. I don't know. I don't think it's something that's searched up as often, but I really like the idea myself. So we could move it up if you really wanted.
Mystery is a separate tag. So that is sweet. That's mystery. I think we put mystery there and then maybe put like masquerade here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Because actually, honestly, mystery might be worse because masquerade is masquerade ball. Like you have like the mask on, you don't necessarily know the person that it is that you're dealing with. It's words, it's conversation, there's the back and forth. I really like that. Also reminds me of Bridgerton. I just really like the dynamic. I think it's a really fun thing. I think it may not be super looked up for, which is why I'm not like saying high B. Honestly, probably there instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like it. I think it's cool. I don't think I would ever search for it, but I would definitely like if I saw a thumbnail that had like someone in a mask and they looked like they were flirty, and then I read the title. Then I would read the title, and if the title caught me, I like
thinking of it like as if I were to see all these topics on my screen through YouTube videos, would I click on it first?
Yeah,
and I think masquerade wouldn't be the first one I click on, but it's still an interesting topic that I'd enjoy eventually when I click on it.
I'm with you on that one. Mystery is the other one where I unfortunately am probably gonna drop it to.
What does mystery mean? Is it stranger or like I don't know what mystery means.
I think it means like a mystery story, which is why I'm kind of like
then yeah. If it's just like a mystery story or trying to figure things out, I'm not trying to think when I listen to ASMR.
There are things that work with a mystery setting. But I think mystery as a whole, for the most part, again, works better probably with like a audio drama rather than an ASMR like one setting. However, I think there are exceptions to this rule. Like masquerade could be a mystery because you don't know who it is that you're dealing with. But I think you are setting yourself up for difficulty out the gate if you're picking a mystery as your main grabbing theme.
Yeah.
So, meet cute.
What is that?
I think it's. I always forget this one. I think it's you happen to be at the same place at the same time meeting up, or it's like meeting up for like not a date, but a like a hangout.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like. God, this is hard, man. Because there's. Like, if honestly, a lot of these I could put an S and A tier because I like think of these scenarios for myself and they can be really good.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like this would happen with a date. This would happen as a could happen as a boyfriend. You know, your boyfriend's in the same place at the same time, or your crush. So like this is a splash tag or a splash scenario where you know you put this into the story, or that's how it starts. It's really cute. I do like it, but.
Oh, so people are saying that it's most typically used when you're meeting someone for the first time and you feel attracted to them. So it's
oh, love at first sight.
It almost sounds like love at first sight, but like
or crush at first sight.
Could be both.
Maybe.
Could be both. I like it. I think it's cute. I think it could be.
I like
nice.
it. I use it a lot for my audios because I want to progress the story a little quicker because we have less time. Like every one of my audios is around 20 to 30 minutes. So there's less time. So technically I need the listener to like me a lot sooner. So they're willing to like do things that are not normally done with strangers.
Oh, also,
I think it's cute.
A meet cute is like funny, cute, quirky first meeting between two people where there is a spark. So
yeah. That works. I think A tier is good.
I was gonna say I think we just put it. We just like the various stages.
A lot of these are
romance.
just like cute romantic things that can happen.
I think that's fair though. I think these are all things that we would enjoy if we saw. So yeah, I'm with you.
That makes sense.
Mermen. I'm gonna include sirens in here too because I did a siren ASMR. This is something that people look
more
for.
Positive about it.
This unfortunately is something I say unfortunately because everyone keeps bothering me like when I'm gonna do another one of these. I thought this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it. I had a twist ending with mine that was like a gotcha moment. I think it was cool. People seem to enjoy it. I do get asked every once in a while, like I'll just get a random comment on it being like, where's part 2 for this? But it does feel like a pretty hyper specific like tag that you kind of are like, what are you doing? Like, is it a siren got captured? Is it a mermaid got captured? Are you under the sea already? Like what's happening? And I think part of the fun that comes from this is the visual. you know? Because like there's some cool sound effects that you can do, but it's like if it's an ASMR, I think I don't know if it hits the same.
My only thing is that I'm not interested in it. Like I do think it would be nice to make for people who are interested. If we're putting our own opinions into it, I don't really care about mermaids or mermen personally. Like it would be in the same range as for Doctor and stuff. Like it's something that I would search for myself, but I do know it's popular. But I also think I find Mafia way more entertaining than Merman.
I agree.
You know,
I'm with you on that one. But
now, a sexual mermaid or merman audio is different because we have 2 dongles down there.
Oh my god.
We're
Maybe.
Maybe. But that's my only comparisons. I think Mafia is something I enjoy more and I'd search for. Merman, I could live without just because I don't listen to those audios. But I know it's a good topic and I'm not going to ignore the fact that like people do search for it.
I think I'm with you on it. I think the big thing is like I enjoy it, but I do definitely think it's just not something that I would go out of my way to do on my own. But if someone like asks me to do it, I'm never like, ew, no, I don't want to do that. It's always like I could see myself doing that kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
But I also would probably never search it up myself. So
yeah, I agree. That's good.
All right. Morning.
And morning time audios?
F tier.
Fuck morning. Fuck morning.
Okay.
The only time it's good is if you're like, you know, you're just waking up and y'all are just straight doing it with each other.
That's what I'm saying. I call it morning wood for a reason, baby.
But I think F tier just because I don't think anyone cares what time of day it is.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
I will make a fight for this one just to be devil's advocate. One of the ones that we can do is waking up next to your lover.
True.
And people do like that as a comfort ASMR.
You could wake up next to your lover without it being morning.
I mean, you could, but I think usually that's like, yeah, morning pillow talk. Like, I think this is probably going to be in like the at least C because it really just depends.
It depends on the writing 100%. Because sometimes the morning does not matter. But if it's only because the morning pillow talk, you know what I mean? Or if it's just because you're waking up next to your partner,
yeah,
that's a very small fight against the other ones, right? Like flirty is A tier because flirty can fit into so many things and it's very prominent.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't rely on one scenario, but morning does rely on one scenario, which is waking up next to your partner.
Yeah,
or someone.
Also, people like morning voices, and if you want to be particular about it, you could even say morning is when you wake up.
Yeah.
So, unless wake up is a specific thing.
I say C tier fits. Monster.
Fuck! There is a wake aid. Oh, no.
Morning goes to fucking D tier. And that one can take its spot. Waking aid can go to C. Because it's just one genre. And now morning goes to D.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to keep morning next to it,
but if wake aid is what morning is, then what's the point of them being right there?
I know. I kind of just want to bundle them. Is the thing.
That's, okay, you can bundle it for organization. I'll take that. That's
yeah, because it's like, what does wake aid mean? Are you making me a cup of coffee? Are you jumping on the bed and like screaming at me? Like,
I mean, wake aid is like good morning, you know, just like having like tired.
That's how we interpret it. Yeah,
that's wake aid. No.
Well then. Let's look
at
this one just because if I can find it. Sleep aid.
Sleep aid helps you sleep. Waking up. I mean, you technically morning and wake aid could be the same. Okay, sleep aid is to help you sleep. So if we're saying wake up to help you wake up, you can help by first waking up with your partner with a morning voice, and then doing things to help them wake up. Like wakey. You could whisper in their ear and say cute things to make them wake up, or like poke them, shake them a little bit, you know.
But wait, in that same sense, and I do agree with you, Sumi. Yeah, lover making you breakfast, fantastic, good wake aid. But what about sleeping?
I fucking hate those. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's just like as a creator, dude, trying to search up sound effects that like match up with your audio quality with your microphone. I struggle with it. Like I don't want to run in my kitchen and grab like a, you know, now that I have it here actually, you know, make cup sounds and like look up frying sounds on YouTube. It's hard, man.
I got it.
Damn.
But what about sleep aid?
I
How do you
need
feel
my
about
own
sleep
mixture.
aid?
I feel like, again, these fit like the comfort category, right? So they're not as important as comfort. I do think these are nice, but technically, if you wanted a sleep aid, we could just search up comfort audios, and some of them have sleep aids in them.
Sure.
So I feel like these are splash-ins. These are this is a scenario at the end of the day.
I think these 5 specifically are the most. It depends on the scenario, and it depends on how it is written in.
Yeah,
and that's kind of where the C tier has been being.
BC being more complex, writing matters, or could be important, could not be important. S and A would be things that you would see and fall in love with in an audio 100% of the time. I will also say, because I'm sure people are going to say again, hey, remember, this isn't your enjoyment. I actually don't like sleep aid. I don't like noises when I'm sleep. I like a fan. Honestly, if we're talking about sleep aids, if they put a fan on, and maybe I had headphones in, maybe, but I'd rather just have a real life fan and listen to that. Wake aid, I don't need help waking up. I feel like shit when I wake up. I wouldn't go to my phone to help me. Like I literally I feel like I get nauseous when I wake up, and I'm like, ugh. And my first thing is not to touch my phone. I think the first thing I want to do is like grab water or
grab water.
Like,
that first drink of water, it helps. But sleep aid is just something that I don't even know if I like doing it. It's definitely like I will do it because I think people like it, but it is one of those things. I feel kind of awkward doing sleep aid myself. Like when I record it, because it's, you gotta put on the, hey, what do you mean you can't fall asleep? And it's like I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from. I like doing them. I don't like listening to them. There's a difference. Yeah, for me, I do it when I'm tired. It's my lazy boy ASMRs because I don't like audios that require a lot of mixing. Okay, I'm sorry, but like sometimes just searching up for the sound effects not to be corny is hard.
No, I get you.
Sometimes when I'm like tired myself, these are my lazy audios, and I'll be like, hey, come to bed. Like, I'm so tired. Just like being whiny and cutes and stuff is fine. And like, obviously, like I have my hand over my face right now, and I'm like talking to the microphone, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Come here. And and I just like, I like doing voice is fine.
I like doing like those types of voices. I think maybe it's just that I don't like them. Like I wouldn't search up a sleep aid because I think I might just get pissed off. Be like, bitch, I'm trying to sleep. Stop talking to me.
Yeah, stop talking, bro. Fuck. Well, usually that is the case. I feel like, for example, you guys know those relationships where you guys eventually will stop cuddling and turn to your side so you can sleep. Yeah. It's because you probably bother each other so much to the point where it's like, okay, fine, let's go bed,
Yeah. So I think I'm with you there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right. Monster.
Guys, you will put it higher. I don't like monster audios. I don't care for them. I think that like I almost said my own name, Kami. It's because Kami Tor is on it. Anyway,
Kami Tor,
crazy.
The Minotaur, but
I think it depends on what we're talking about. If we're, monster lovers will say I love monsters. So we're talking about Venom and all these scary ones. If we're talking about the humanified monsters, like a Neko girl, Neko boy, a werewolf boy, like they're partly human, sure, but I don't think I'd want to hear a monster growl in my ears. I'm sorry, I'm not into it. But some people are. So I don't know if this fits into the monster men and monster girl category, because if there's human versions, I don't mind doing those.
So I think I feel the same about this that I do dark horror, sleep aid, wake aid, morning kind of thing, where it depends on what it is. But I think I would say I like it more because it's at least like I'd probably enjoy it, because like monster is so vague that you can fit a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, see, dark and horror, a lot of things can go wrong, but with monster, there's a lot more of a controlled way of making people like it. Yeah, right. Like you can make it likable, and there's not horror and dark can go really wrong and make people feel icky, and some dark and horror makes people's freak go off and they love it. Yeah, monster, you could write well. It's very nice. I would listen to it. A monster falling in love with you. I'm gonna include, for the sake of this argument and putting it in B or A, most likely B. I'm thinking of like Neko girls, werewolf men, like people you can actually form a relationship with. I'm not too into the fantasy of it being like a full-on monster. I don't really care for that. I like the intimacy of like a real person. You know, imagine I'm like, I love you, and they're like,
okay,
what the fuck?
I need them to be at least sentient. That's why when you were like Venom, I'm like, well,
that's the thing. Some people don't like sentient. They just want a tentacle monster to, you know, do a lot of things to them.
I mean, like, hold on a second.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like if we're gonna include all monsters, even the ones that are like somewhat half human, sure, that's fine. They're sentient. They're able to return my feelings, have a conversation. That's fine. But if I had to hear somebody growl for like 20 minutes, I'd probably be overstimulated and I'd be like, okay, I don't want to listen to this anymore. But there's a lot you could do with monster, and if they're sentient, even more. So I put it in B tier. That's nice.
I think it's vague enough of a term that you can fit a lot of things into it. Like, I would say incubus, succubus probably fits under it. Werewolf fits under it. Vampire fits under it. If this was siren instead of mermaid, I would fit that under it too. There's so many. It is a broad term, but I think I like it enough that I would say that it belongs in B tier over dark horror, sleep aid, wake aid, morning. So
that's fine.
Next is Office.
Office. Now, I think it's B tier. I agree.
I think
the setting itself is nice. I think that there's a lot you can do in an office. There's obvious work. There's the people you can find in an office. It works well with collabs. You know, I could have a random office person come in and talk to me for a quick second. Sexual things you can do in an office.
Very hot, very hot. Risk of getting caught after hours, you know.
Working with your partner, falling in love at an office. Falling in love in the same occupation is not bad.
Anything for the promotion.
Anything for the promotion. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I actually think I'd put it there. I think it's like on the higher end of B tier. I think Office is ironically. I think Office also you could just say workplace, just in case it's not actually an office.
Workplace.
Yeah. And I think the big reason why a lot of people like it too is it's relatable. Like most people that listen to ASMRs, a lot of people have day jobs. So
day jobs, office jobs, sit down jobs.
It's a fantasy that could feel real, while still having the safety net of, oh, this is fantasy, and like I can.
I'm sure everyone here would not want to fuck or mess with anybody at their workplace or office.
Yeah,
but an ASM artist who you could imagine them to be whoever you want. I could be Silas. I could look like Silas to you, and I'm at your office. You know, love that audio, right?
Yeah, I like that. I'm with you.
That's perfect.
Super simple one. Pirates.
I feel like it's near cops and robbers for me. I don't care for pirates.
Oh, really? What do you not like about pirates?
I think it's just like I don't see the appeal. Well, I can see the appeal, but it's more like for me, I don't care about being on a boat. I don't care that they're a pirate.
Oh,
I mean, they might have a piratey accent. I don't know. It's just something I wouldn't. They don't wash their butt. True, they are stinky people. Pirates didn't have baths or showers when they're on boats. I just don't. I want to search it up for myself. I'm not interested.
So I personally would probably put it above Merman.
Above Merman, interesting.
Part of the reason being like, I still don't think it's a tag that I would search up, but I do very much understand the appeal of pirates, and I've wanted to do some pirate ASMR as well. I haven't really wanted to do an accent or anything like that, but I do like the idea of the watery sounds, maybe like a seagull cawing every once in a while. I do like the...
Would they have the personality of a pirate, or would they be more of a partner than a piratey person? Because I feel like if you're a pirate, you're like, let's get the gold and all this other stuff, you know what I mean?
It could be both, because the thing you're talking about is the very caricaturized version of a pirate. But like a pirate could be just a dude that, you know, takes stuff. Like, is every pirate gonna act like that character or that cartoon of a pirate?
True. So you're saying instead of it being a characterized person, it's more of like the aspects that come with being a pirate, like being on a boat life, watery sounds.
Yeah, because like imagine from an ASMR perspective of pirates go and ransack a ship, and maybe they take the listener with them, and they're like, Well, I mean, like that could just be a fun scenario where it's like, oh yeah,
sense.
we're gonna not auction you off, ransom you off or something, or like we just
you really kiss. Sorry.
Or hey, like you were really cute and I had to take you, and then oh no, there's a romance there, or they stowed away on the pirate ship. Yeah, that could be it too. Like they were trying to hide, and then you discover them, and then it's oh wow, you're actually kind of like cute. You're the cutest treasure that I've seen all day. Like that kind of thing. There's a lot of directions pirates could go, and I like it for that capacity. If anything, I would probably put it right next to Cyberpunk for the same reason. The setting is very broad, and you can do a lot more with it.
God, I hate seeing my face everywhere, guys. Jesus.
You know,
I'm tired of this blue man.
It's actually 50-50.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, for me, I guess I notice the color purple more or blue more. So I'm just like, everywhere I go, there's a tiny bit of blue grabbing my attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Next is playful.
Oh, that's cute. I'd say B tier. Honestly, it's one of those. It's a topic like himbo. Someone can have a playful personality. People can have a himbo personality, right? It's up there.
I think like high B, right above himbo.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's another personality type. You can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah,
depends on what you're looking for.
It's just cute. If it's there, it's cool. If it's not,
can we move dress up to F tier?
Can we move what?
Dress up to F tier. I don't. There's not a point to dress up. I feel like maybe it's for the sounds of clothing, but I feel like at the end of the day, like you can't spend enough time talking about what you're wearing.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Not saying it's bad. It's not as bad as feet for sure. Dentist isn't bad. I feel like foot and brainwashing is a very big difference between dentist and dress up. Those are different things.
So maybe like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I hope we get more F ones because I feel like foot and brainwashing is like a whole jump across from dress up and dentist. So I'm trying to figure out like what else you'd put in there.
I feel that. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that works.
Possessive.
See, this is like B tier, A tier. It's like me personally, I love possessive.
I do
so
too.
Obviously, maybe A tier. Honestly,
I'm kind of thinking like upper A with flirty.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Accidentally found out that possessive is one of my favorite styles of ASMR to do. Because it's like I now that I understand how to do yandere better, I don't want to do it all the time. But possessive, it's like diet yandere and tastes great. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's good. It's good. Reverse comfort.
Don't tell me about your problems, dude. I'm fucking depressed. I put it in D tier. I know some people like it. I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is purely a personal. I'm with you. I don't know if you feel the same. I did one reverse comfort audio. Also, Milo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. We're ranking boyfriend ASMR tiered tags and things like that. So pull up a chair and kick your feet. Let's have some fun. Reverse comfort. I've done one, and while it did it hit my expectations of like viewership, I didn't really like doing it. It kind of made me uncomfortable.
I realized that I will start venting when I do reverse comfort, and it makes me it's very stylized towards what I'm dealing with whenever I do these. And it's not that I feel like what making them isn't hard for me. I can vent, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I want to be depressed about. But I rank it so low because, first of all, I don't think I can just sit there and listen to someone else's problems. I think a lot of people go through a lot of things on a daily basis. I feel like, why would you spend your time trying to hear someone out, especially through an ASMR?
I was gonna say, if you're listening to someone specifically, like if I was listening to you talk about your problems, very different than going into an ASMR and listening about it.
Yeah, obviously, I feel like you'd be more attentive, and it matters more if you go to me about it. But if you're listening to a random audio for it, again, this is very niche. Like, I guess some people want to take care of somebody, right?
Yeah.
You don't have anyone to take care of, so I guess you would go for reverse comfort. Making them, they're okay. I just realized that it just makes me really sad.
I think that's what it did. And I feel bad because I think the script that we did the time. I really liked it at the time, and then like the longer I sat with it, like after it was done and it was out, I was like, I don't think I liked how this made me feel. And I did definitely like push myself because I wanted to try it and I wanted to experiment with it. But it is definitely I don't want to share this level of intimacy or vulnerability with a one-off scenario. If this was like, we're like 10 role plays into like a scenario and like these are the characters and like they're established and they're in a relationship, maybe. As a one-off, I feel like I would need some convincing in the future to try it again.
Yeah.
But that is on me because like I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone.
It would be good to make if only like you actually wanted to vent about something that you're comfortable sharing with like a community. I think I'm very vulnerable in front of my community. I think if I was a bigger streamer, I probably wouldn't be able to do so. Right. But a lot of people know about my situation and a lot of things that I go through. And well, a lot of the VTubing thing makes me, well, yeah, VTubing has changed my life, but also is the reason why my life is continuing. Not in a dark way where like, oh, I won't live, but like it changes so much to the point where like if I struggle or don't do my best in it, it also messes with the future of my family. You know what I mean? I think that's very public knowledge. So sometimes I just vent about stuff because I'm just like, oh. Help. And
you don't necessarily want that to be in something that you create content wise.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm just like, I feel like, again, that's why in some cases I hate tweeting when I'm sad. Like sometimes I've wanted to make an entire paragraph on Twitter. Yes, I vented on Twitter before, but I remember I was on the main Twitter account and I was like, I'm gonna write everything that I'm going through and why I'm upset. And then I realized, fuck, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, why am I doing that? Like, I feel like it's just for attention or something that's driving me to do it. So sometimes I hate just showing my feelings out there too.
No, I think that's a completely fair reason. I'm kind of there with you, and that's why I said like I was proud of like stepping out of my comfort zone to try it and do it. And if I had the opportunity to do it for the first time again, I would pick to do it at least once every time, so I at least know that. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I think we're both in agreement that it's not F because there is a world where we could do it, but it's like we don't want to, and it's not something that
we also wouldn't listen to it at all.
Yeah,
as well,
not at all. Now, I think I speak for everybody here.
Yeah,
the top of S tier for Rikami and the bottom of F tier for Roy Chiato.
No,
yeah, baby.
Put Roy up there.
What do you mean?
S tier.
So you mean like over here, right?
No, next, the first spot of S tier, above me.
You mean there, right?
No, above.
You mean there, right?
No, above. It's okay,
guys.
Put it above.
Look at that! Don't we look so great next to each other? It's like we're matching the image that we have now.
Put yourself over me. You
anyway,
stink.
Rivals.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I think we talked about it before, ironically.
Yeah, competitive rivals.
We just put it with
similar.
Competitive. It's we kind of look at them similarly and like it for the same reasons.
Oh my goodness. Santa F tier. Don't even play with me. What do you mean what? You're telling me that you'd rather listen to a Santa ASMR than a dentist one?
It's the holiday season.
I've come down your chimney. I think I'm gonna come down again.
Now it's F tier.
Yeah.
Now it's F tier because you said that. Just for a quick clarification,
Santa's made for kids.
I'm sure there's a world that this could be made fun and sexy.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do a holiday themed one than specifically Santa. Like curling up on the couch together, power goes out, we're sharing a cup of hot cocoa, but maybe there's the only light is the like a Christmas tree or another holiday themed thing that's happening, or walking through a winter wonderland, or building a snowman together. Like there's so many good holiday and winter themed ones, but it's just so specific. And yeah,
no. Santa, no.
I think I'd rather have Santa than a dentist, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine.
Okay,
I agree.
Seductive. Yeah, it's S.
Come on.
With above comfort.
We'll put it behind comfort. Just
Behind
there,
comfort. Yeah, I'm with you.
Again,
Muscle
sus ASMRs, being selective, flirty. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Slice of life.
Host club. Oh, slice of life, like normal life routines. I think that's good. I think it's B tier. I mean, again, it's heavily coded with writing. I mean, slice of life is what you do in your life.
Yeah,
And like what
I think
you're
it's
doing
I think it's just
all the
good.
time.
I think it fits in the same way that like Office and Playful do, where it's like
Yeah.
it's just good. There's
We might have to speed run some of these because I got a flight tomorrow. I have to wake up in
all
like
right.
5 hours.
Smug.
Smug.
With Bratty.
It's good. It's good. Some people hate smugness though. I know some people who hate smug characters. I like smug characters though.
I think we just put it with Bratty though.
Yeah, Bratty, smug. Yeah, I like that.
Above Bratty
That's
or below
perfect.
Bratty?
Above Bratty, at
Okay.
least, you know, can be annoying. Smug, you know, is gonna be annoying.
Spicy.
S tier.
S tier.
I mean, come on, spicy audios, spicy gym audios. Come on.
I think I put it above maybe below seductive.
That's fine. I think spicy's fine, but seductive I feel like is like the build up chase to something more sexual.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm with you. Sports.
Oh my god, sports. Is this because you did an audio based off sports or something?
I didn't know.
Oh, I don't think it would perform well, but also I don't think I'd listen to sports. I don't really care much. Like if it was like maybe someone talking about their interests and you're in love with them, sure, talk about sports with me, but I don't think I'd want to hear basketballs bouncing, skirts with the boots and everything. I'm kind of chilling with sports.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it with like mystery and detective, because it's like if it's sports and we're working out, then I'm like, sure, maybe we could find a way to make that work. Or if it's like maybe we're like doing martial arts together.
I'm thinking as the picture value, seeing the basketball and everything.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think the ASMR sounds of like the basketballs, like you said, and the sneakers making that skirt sound is like, I don't want to hear that in an ASMR setting, and I don't necessarily want to record ASMR of me playing basketball.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Spy. I like
Spy
this.
Spy could be cool. I think it's around the same, honestly, high B.
Oh, you
'Cause
think
Spy,
maybe like
Spy
here?
could be very flirty, submissive, dominant, seductive. It could be spicy. Could be a date.
It's very,
it's
very
very
versatile.
flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could like honestly, I wouldn't mind a spy lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Like you could. There's a lot of things you could do with a spy lady. Spy man too. I mean, he doesn't have to do spying things. He could just be a spy.
Be a spy.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah, the variety that you could get from Spy is good, but there's always a seductive allure of like, what do you mean you're a spy? What have you done before? Like, what's your backstory?
Yeah.
What's your history? Oh my gosh. That's pretty good.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stalker.
See, I think it's around horror and dark.
It depends, right?
Yeah, if it's written really well, Stalker could be really hot. Obviously, if it's written really badly, it could give you the ick or creepy vibes. One of my biggest fears is giving somebody that ick in one of my audios, because I want, at the end of the day, I want the people who are looking for somebody who's doing these evil things as attractive. I want them to actually want to click on the audio and like it.
Sure.
I feel like if you're not into people doing things out of your comfort zone, like stalking you or kidnapping you, you should not listen to those audios.
I feel that.
Yeah, but I think if it's well done, like people can enjoy it. Yeah,
I'm with
plus
you on
you can
that
be
one.
stalked by anybody, spy, mafia, boyfriend.
It is definitely. It is definitely a tag that is it depends on the context of how the stalking is handled. Like with, I'm gonna skip ahead to Yandere.
Yeah, Yandere is heavily dependent on stuff. I do think it's a more popular thing. I would listen to more Yandere audios, both on the male and girl sides of things.
Oh, we got double rated. Hey,
Ooh.
Wild Things and Parade. Oh my gosh, hi Parade. Hi Wild Things. Hi guys. Welcome in everybody. My name is Roy Chiato. I'm joined by Rikami.
Hello, we're doing ASMR boyfriend tier list. So if you listen to boyfriend audios, we're trying to rank what is good and what is not in our own opinions. And
Yeah.
eventually we're going to release the tier list link so you can make your own and maybe prove us wrong.
Yeah. Absolutely. So welcome in, guys. Pull up a chair. We're kind of speeding through these last couple of ones because we did take a long time to get here. We've been doing this for like 3 hours. So, but we skipped ahead to Yandere because we just talked about Stalker and we put Stalker in top of C where it depends on how it is handled. I think Yandere is very much the same like you said, but I do enjoy doing Yandere. So I feel like it's in like an upper B tier.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's a topic that I think it's over spy. I like the Yandere topic a lot. I think a lot of people think it's like scary or not up to their taste, but again, I think people do represent it badly. Yandere is love obsessed. You're deeply in love, maybe willing to do things that are out of your comfort zone for the person you love, but they're not always killers. They're not always murderers. They're not always gonna do toxic things. They're just overly in love with you, and some people do stretch it whenever they do Yandere stuff.
I agree, and I talked about that before. The first time I did Yandere, I think I performed it very badly, but then I took the chance again because I was like, Michaela, it was not your writing, it was me. I didn't know like how to do this, and then after that we found our footing, or I found my footing in Michaela's writing, and we definitely like knocked it out of the park from then on. So yeah. That's Hyfried. Star-crossed, like star-crossed lovers, which I think we just put in.
Oh, like people meant to be together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's cute. Yeah, it's same with lovers, sweethearts, courtship. I think it's just like one of those romantic stories, you know, meant to be, first time meeting, lovers. Yeah, it's the same place.
We just have
I don't think it
all of our love and romantic stuff in like
it's
middle of A tier. Strangers I've never met before.
Oh, see, I've done stranger to lovers, at least like at a club. This girl seems disappointed that like her date didn't show up, and then like I'm just like, hey, well, how about I like fill in those blanks, right? I think it's very, again, I think it's bottom C tier, actually.
Bottom C tier?
Yeah, it's heavily dependent on writing. I mean, it's a stranger, right? It is like
if it's dependent on writing, I say we put it like here with the rest of the ones where we say that are dependent on writing.
The thing is, like, strangers can be in an idol too. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but so the reason that I say this is like I've done so many ASMR that it is a stranger. It's like the first time I've met someone. I feel like if anything, that's the norm that I've done, that I've never met this person before, and there's a situation where we've met each other now.
True, it does branch off. You could branch off of it very differently. So that's what I mean, though, is it heavily depends, because technically it could be good, but also bad, depending on like what the topic is, how they meet, how they're introduced, what happens near the end of it.
Just like all the rest of the
story. Yeah,
you know.
So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we just include it with our cluster of heavily depends on how it's written.
Yeah, heavily depends on how it's written.
Yeah. Yeah, stranger can quickly turn into horror. Yeah, it can, and sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. It just depends on the writing.
Exactly.
So, superhero.
I know you've done supervillain.
Ironically, I've never done a superhero ASMR. I've only done supervillain. I don't think I
care about Superman. I'll be honest with you. This would be in my F tier actually, but we could put in D tier if you want.
Whoa, I don't agree, because like I still want to do one at some point, and I do think that this is something that people would want. And I'm pretty sure it's something that people have asked me for. It's just that I like playing villains more, which is a separate tag, which we could talk about right after this.
Yeah.
I think villains is just more fun to play.
Yeah. Well, I think, same here. I think villains, I would be more fit for villain. I think it's not F tier. I don't think it's high on C tier, maybe bottom C tier or D tier. The reason for it is because it very much depends on who writes it. Like you have to write it really well for me to be interested at all.
Would you be okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I think that depending on how they write it, it would make more make more sense. But I just don't see myself searching this up anytime soon.
So the hero aspect, I definitely would like search up from time to time, and I do think there are scenarios that this can be super hot and super spicy and super enjoyable. I personally, I would probably put this in like upper B tier personally, but I've also never done one, so I have no idea if it will actually like, if it's something that my audience wants to hear, and that is because I really like doing villain roleplay.
Yeah, villain could be put there. That's fine.
Like, villain roleplay is super fun. I like having not a yandere aspect to it, but almost like I know I'm a villain and I know I'm doing wrong, so I can add that kind of like twist to the voice. I can add that kind of like I know I'm the bad guy, and I can say some shit that I normally wouldn't say. Yeah, you can be campy. You can also be flirtatious and like push it a little more. In a recent one I did, that's where this picture is from. I'm a villain that like tricks the superhero into coming to attack me, but I set a trap for them. So now I'm kind of like gloating over them. I'm degrading them. And like, that's the point of that. And it's just, that's really fun. You lose on some of that kind of spiciness with the hero because you're not a villain, and you need to make that distinction in the ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
God, I mean, it's nice, but I would put it around the lovers area.
So like there.
Yeah, that's fine. I think like sweetness with any sort of intimacy is nice. I mean, you're gonna find it. Not saying it's not a pillar, but it definitely is like a personality type or something you can splash in there.
It's something that you probably don't look for, but is like you're okay with it being there, and you expect characters to not be dickheads.
Yeah,
that
works.
I love my YouTube chat going, villain is peak. Roy does a really good villain. Admittedly, Roy makes for a great villain.
There you go.
See?
Let's see. Survival.
Oh, did your tracking break?
It did.
No. Oh, you're back.
There you go.
Survival, and they put a picture of Resident Evil.
I put it at D.
I don't think this works.
Good audio roleplay, not good ASMR.
I think I'd rather listen. I'm going to be real. I think I would rather listen to it than the detective one.
Yeah, I mean, you could make hot scenarios like it's the end of the world. Let's make out and have our last days romantically, which, you know, I could see it being like a one-off. But it definitely isn't something I'd return to a lot. Like, oh, let me go listen to some more survival ASMR.
Yeah.
I'm already surviving my depression. Like, I'm good.
Wow. You know what?
I don't want to imagine a zombie apocalypse now.
That's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think it's hard to do that in an ASMR setting. I think it would work cool in an audio drama setting. But I can think of some scenarios where it would work, and I think would be interesting to try at least once.
Yeah.
Teasing.
Middle of flirty and possessive. That's where I would put it. I like teasing. It is my core as an ASMR artist. I love teasing.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
I love teasing.
I literally just talked about the degrading aspect, which has a lot of teasing built into that. So yeah,
I love teasing.
Super easy. Time loop. So you're living the same day over and over again, or the same hour, or the same.
This is an audio drama, no?
So it could be something romantic, and it could just be the setting, because it could just open up with like, "Hey, listen, I know you're not going to believe."
Try different positions over and over again.
Exactly.
On the same day. You're right.
But in the same way that like, I would put it with strangers, maybe, or like down here, in the way of, imagine you have met this person before, and like you lived like maybe days, weeks, months together. And now you're stuck in a scenario where you're reliving the same day, the first day that you met this person that you're wildly in love with.
And they die and you're trying to save their life.
I mean, it could be that. It could just be you trying to get them to fall in love with you again. It could be a lot of things. It is a very versatile thing. I think it is a little bit harder to make work than all these other ones.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's in the right spot, because I just imagine like the day resets by like you dying or something. Yeah,
and I mean,
crack your neck to redo the option. Like you said something really awkward. You're like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but I think it's very interesting. Time travel.
I would probably put it in the same place. It's
you could make it work, you know.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like that's evil. No, I feel like you'd have to tell somebody you're time traveling, because I feel like if I fell in love with somebody who was like born in 2080, and I'm like over here like 2020 whatever 2026 right now.
2026. Yeah.
I feel like that's a little messed up. I don't know how you'd make it like maybe star-crossed lovers in a way, where like you can't have them because they have to return back to their time type thing.
Yeah, and that's where I think there could be some scenarios that work out like that. C tier honestly has just turned into it super depends on how it's written.
Yeah, because it's like B and C are like we like it, but like we really need some writing to make sure that we really love it.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
for example, Office, if the writing's like really good, we're gonna love it, but we're not gonna love it just because there's an Office.
Yeah.
Same with Spy. I like Spy, but I'm not gonna just listen to it because I'm interested in spies. I'm gonna like it because they made a spy look really good.
Yeah.
Or very intimate.
I'm with you.
So,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Toxic.
F tier.
Ooh.
I hate toxic relationships. I think the only way it could be good is if, say, you were in a toxic relationship.
Whoa.
And you write it really well. You could do a scene where like you guys sexually take things out on each other. I think that's hot. But that's the only scenario I think toxic would be good. I'm sorry. That would be.
I have never done a toxic role play. And I'm going to be real. I don't think it's something that I would ever want to do because I would feel too guilty. And then
I think I've done something toxic in a way. If we're talking about like any sort of toxicity, I remember in my audio, I was like, I bet your ex and wasn't able to do this,
Damn.
Like, very mean shit. But that's for people who don't have good exes, you know what I mean? Like if your ex was a good person, I definitely don't think you should say that to them.
No.
Or like be mean in a way. But if you had like a terrible ex and you want to listen to this type of audios, that's what you would do. So that's like the only way I've done it in a toxic way. But obviously, like, again, it only depends on the writing. I would never listen to a toxic audio.
I wouldn't either.
So,
I wouldn't do it and I wouldn't listen to it. Yeah, that's just a no.
I think the only way I could do it is like maybe you got, for example, I think in one of my audios, it was because they got out of like a very abusive or shitty ex situation. And I just like one-upped their entire relationship, treated them better, and then also did it better with them in bed.
Yeah.
So it was like it was toxic in that aspect, but technically the toxicity isn't necessarily like way worse. Like they're in the relationship currently, and I'm doing that, right?
I get you.
But again, toxicity is just rough. It's not great.
Yep. Tsundere.
I mean, it feels. It's near like bratty. I don't think it's as good as bratty, but I think like it's one of those heavily depends again.
I hate Tsundere so
that's okay.
much.
That's okay. I think though it's a really popular. If you look up Tsundere, there's a bunch. Like it's definitely with Yandere.
I know.
I'd probably put it in high D if you want, like above mystery.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I think it's just because like I just hate the archetype of a character that is like so adamant on I don't like you. No way. That's crazy. It's not like I'd like you or anything.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the writing. Like, I've done Tsundere before, but I'm like, huh, what? Like just like compliments that would fluster me, or I'm like, oh, shut up.
Like that could be cute.
Nervous. But not like the consistency of like, fuck you, I don't like you, and then blushing behind the corner. Like, what are we talking about? So don't say that, right? And don't beat them.
if I want that like cute factor though of like a little bit of bite back, that's where I'll take Bratty. Because like Bratty, you can still you can read.
Tsundere is just very characterized in any sort of media. Yeah, they're very annoying, very hard to deal with.
Yeah,
makes relationships difficult.
Yeah,
I hate how this person will be sweet or cute, and all of a sudden they ruin it with some fucking like they kick the anime character across the room, and I'm like, what are we doing, dude? Yeah, you like him? What the fuck is that?
Yep.
So it would piss me off, but yeah, I get that. I wouldn't really look for it either.
Teacher X apprentice. This could be just someone that's learning from them. This could be like doing a trade. It could be a lot of things. I think it's just academy. Like we put it the same right next to it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Just depends on how it's
heavily
written.
Depend on writing.
Yep.
Definitely depends on the themes and the settings and taboos that are a part of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it very depends.
underdog. So maybe
What the hell does that mean?
Maybe someone that isn't like someone that you would perceive to be a winner, or like it's like the loser gets the girl kind of thing by being a good person, or like they have a setback.
I don't care, dude. What is that? I don't care about underdogs. I feel like underdogs are more like for competitive races and stuff, you know? Like I think underdogs are more cared about. But why would you fall in love with an underdog? Maybe because are you comparing them to somebody who's a better match for you and they win you over or something? I don't know. That's very
I feel like this works better in like a movie. Like it's like a Hallmark movie.
Like if I saw someone else falling in love and the underdog was not being loved enough, but like he somehow earns it, I think that's very cute. Or like he like earned the person he wanted. But I think that in a listener's perspective, how would that really work? I don't think I'd listen to that like at all. Like you would either have to be the underdog or they are the underdog.
And it would be bad if the listener is the underdog because it implies that they're worse than someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's F tier. It's definitely F tier.
I think I'm with you on F.
Vampire. Okay. I mean, vampire and werewolf will end up in the same spot. It's very fantasy, but also really hot. I mean,
I love
vampire versions of us. Yeah.
I mean,
it's next to monster, low-key, no? You think?
Next to
monsters?
I was thinking like low A tier. I was thinking next to Incubus Succubus.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I think monster, it's hard with monster because, you know, the vampires can be considered that too. Werewolf could be next to vampire.
Yeah, I think werewolf. Honestly, I would actually probably rather do that, but that's just a personal. I like vampire.
You're either
more.
A Jacob or an Edward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like vampire more because I think the intimate moments that you get with vampires is like, oh, you smell so good, and then like the biting of the neck, and it's the blood. Yeah,
and sometimes the blood could be like, oh, they like yours more, or like they're overprotective over it.
Yep.
I can see that. Werewolf is like loyalty, I guess, and like a very more strength to it. Vampire is more seductive, flirty, more intimate things in a romantic life. I mean, werewolf doesn't have those aspects of needing to bite, needing blood.
Well, the thing that I think of with werewolf too is there's definitely the werewolf ASMR culture that we have now too, where it's like there's like the Lunas and having a tribe and like, you know, fated mating and like that kind of stuff. I don't really like that stuff. I have a hard time kind of jumping into it. I can absolutely act it and play.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to vampire than werewolf.
Yeah, but I think there are things to like about that werewolf culture stuff. And yeah, I know it's been around for decades. I just feel like it's been significantly more popular in recent years. And there's things to like about werewolf. I mean, we're putting it in B tier. We're not saying that it's bad. It's just, I'm definitely, I would prefer vampire.
Yeah, prefer vampire for sure.
Yeah. Wholesome.
F tier. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's going to either be A or B. At the end of the day, like, depends on the writing. It's a genre. If you want it to be wholesome, it doesn't have to be relationship. I don't like wholesome ASMR personally. I think I like a little bit of sexual innuendos, a little bit of intimacy. And I guess you can be intimate and wholesome. But I don't think wholesome's too interesting.
I'm kind of with you. I'm thinking at least upper B because it's at least like you can still have a wholesome scenario and then also include things like courtship, going on a date.
See, that's what I mean. It's also just like a genre at the point or slash tag. You know, it's a wholesome date, wholesome lovers, wholesome boyfriend, wholesome vampire.
Wholesome vampire. Whew, baby.
Yeah. So I think, it's just one of those genres. It's not bad at all. It could be added to any of these.
I'm with you. And then our last one is Wild West. So
what is
cowboys.
That?
Cowboys.
I mean, you can put it next to Doctor and Merman and action and stuff.
That's kind of how I'm feeling too.
I mean, at the end of the day, like good writing could make it into a very intimate storyline and like make me into, I mean, hey, cowgirl, cowboy, those can be pretty attractive. Just depends on the writing, how you fall in love, how that affects the relationship. Yeah, no, it definitely depends.
I could definitely think of a few scenarios where Wild West would be really fun, but I also think of it like the sheriff and the outlaw, and then that goes back to like
True.
cops and robbers kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, technically with the Wild West, at least like with the outlaw and sheriff, maybe like history of getting caught multiple times. 'cause
Yeah,
back then,
see, you get
you'd
me.
Yeah.
You get me.
There is good scenarios. Again, I don't think any of these are bad. At the end of the day, we could all argue that these all can be good if we're in really well and it just works.
Yeah.
But based off my experience of listening and stuff like that, and what I want, B and C is things I'd want, but I'd want good writing for. S and A are audios I'd look for the most.
Yeah.
And most of the time you can't really mess them up. I mean, lovers, courtship, sweethearts. Just be a good fucking person and love me.
Yeah.
Not hard to mess up. Don't need that crazy of writing to do so.
So here, let's break it down like this. S, always good, always enjoyed, always searched for.
Yeah.
Okay. A, almost as good, still really enjoyable, maybe not always something that I get searched for, but never upset to see.
Mm-hmm.
B, enjoyed, but might need good writing to help back it.
Yeah.
C, could be good.
Dependent on writing heavily.
Very heavily dependent on writing. D, very difficult to make work. Like solely reliant on writing.
Yes.
And then F is
like, I would never want to search this.
I would never do it, and it does not work.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
I love our F tier. Santa, dentist, underdog, toxic, dress up, foot
brainwashing. Well, I'm gonna download this real quick.
Oh my
so we
god!
have it.
You should have switched me and you.
Nah, I got it right.
Oh my goodness! I think we're both equally well.
I think we got it right. But that is the end of our tier list, guys. Let us know how you think we did. I'm gonna grab the tier list so I have it so I can send it to you.
My goodness! Imagine if we didn't speed up. We would have been here for an extra 2 hours.
Oh, absolutely. I think we definitely made the right decision to speed up. But I will tweet this out in just as soon as we're done with stream, and
beautiful,
and then post the link to the tier list as well. Yeah, dang, not me coming into the end. We've been live for almost 4 hours. Yeah, no,
so, long stream, long collab.
I know, but hey, W collab, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, no, I liked hearing your thought processes on these. These were really good.
Yeah, because sometimes it's not just about what's popular. Sometimes it's about whether I can get behind actually doing it. And I think that's an important distinction, because if you don't like what you're doing, your audience is going to be able to tell.
Yeah. I think as an ASM artist, I'm very much well known for the yandere, flirty, teasing, possessive genre.
Yeah.
Like that is the thing I repeat the most.
Yeah, I'm these three as well. I'm definitely these three. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, let's head back to the chatting screen so we can just wrap up real quick.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Oh my god, I forgot how bright we are. Like, it still kind of blows my mind.
It's a difference.
It is
a difference.
It is a noticeable
difference.
difference.
I really like it.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Here, get up here. Come on.
Get up where?
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Wait. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this totally definitive, totally 100% correct boyfriend ASMR tag tier list with Kami and myself. Kami, thank you for coming again. So what are we doing next time, Kami?
I want to do a horror game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Scream.
I'll be down for that.
That's gonna be the thing we switch for, or we find a 4-player game, invite some buds, and actually I don't know, whether it's horror or something funny. Like there's a little gnome game that people have played. That's a little silly.
I'd be down for that. I mean, yeah. I'd also be down for the horror game. I've been definitely enjoying horror a lot more recently.
Yes, I love horror, especially with friends. I hate suffering by myself.
I get you.
And if you make a tier list, remember that ours is right and yours is wrong. So that's okay.
Yeah, guys, we'll be tweeting out the link to the tier list, so that way you guys can quote retweet it and do your own, and then let us know your favorite tags and everything like that. So, but Kami, I know you are flying out in the morning, question mark.
Yes, at like 9 a.m. I've yet to pack.
You definitely got to go pack. Well, Kami, thank you so much for being here. Guys, I myself will be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. CST, but it is a members exclusive / subscriber exclusive stream on Twitch and YouTube. We'll be working on the Gavan Infinity long form content video, the video essay. We finished the script. It is like 70 something pages, so we'll be recording that tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Well, Kami, do you have anything coming up after Offkai that you can talk about, or is it kind of just gotta wait until after Offkai?
Oh, I mean, overall, I'm excited to go back into content creation. I want to work hard. I want to edit my own shorts. I have a music video dropping in August for the community. I'm excited. I think that after a lot of like sad feelings, after dealing with all those things, I feel so up to doing things now. After all that soul-sucking feelings that you get when you're by yourself. But I think that's it for announcements. Again, eventually new model's going to be coming out. Eventually, I'll be getting that update in a month.
Nice.
I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Very excited to showcase more of what I can do instead of being a little sad boy about it.
Well, I will definitely be there with you to put on a cool show and make some cool stuff together.
Thank you. I'm excited. Thank you so much for having me today.
I'm glad that we got to do something together, just like we said we were going to.
I'm glad I didn't forget.
I would have freaked out. I would have been like,
I know. You'd be like, hey, we were meant to do something today, and I'm over here like already on my flight. Oh, bye, man.
Oh, bye. Oh my goodness gracious. But guys, thank you again. I am gonna find someone to raid. Do you wanna stick with me for the raid?
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we can find real quick. Let's see who we can send some hype and some love to. Ooh, there's my boy Shia is playing a game that I really want to play, which is actually something that I was going to bring up to you, but it's called Shift at Midnight. It's a game that I've been looking at since it was in early access. It finally like released. He's playing with it looks like Mouse and Candy.
Yeah, we can raid them.
Yeah,
I'm excited to play the game too.
I really want to. I'm excited for it.
I'll probably turn off the stream so I get spoiled.
It's a co-op horror like kind of friend swap game where you have to determine whether people are skinwalkers or not, and then if they are, you kill them, and if they're not, you let them go.
Okay. Hell yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow for the subscriber / member exclusive stream. Kami will be back after Offkai, and definitely expect more content from the two of us in the near future. We're going to be working hard. I've got a backlog of clips that I'm working through, including the ones from Cafe Night from last week. So if you like Kami and I together, well, don't worry, you're going to have plenty more of that sometime soon, okay?
Oh, and I can't wait to scream. I can't wait to fight. I'm excited, dude. I haven't played games in so long.
Yippee! All right, guys, have fun over at Shia's. Make sure you use that first raid message if you're a sub, and that second raid message if you're not a sub. We'll see you later. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.